So, do you remember what happened last time?
We got transported to the Orient Express.
You got transported to Eberron.
We got given a magical ticket. Got told we have to go. Anyway, we're on a train.
Ziggy appeared.
And then this person,
this weird metallic-looking guy,
came
give you a
up to
ticket.
us, and then he said, "You've got to get on the plane, the train." And then, so we said, "Oh, okay then." So we got on the train, and then this person came up to us and said, "Could you possibly help us?" And Gareth went, "Go do one." So he went, "Oh my god, all right, fine." Oh no, Gareth said, "Over your dead body." And then the next thing we know is that he's dead.
He had a dead body.
So we knocked on the door, and then the people said, "Who are you?" And we said, "We're private detectives."
Did you lie?
So we've told. How dare you?
I don't think I said over your dead body. I think I said, "Please tell us who's trying to kill you," because.
No, you said we want more information. That's what you actually meant, though.
No.
So yeah, you.
Oh, you wanted more information.
That does not sound like me at all.
After a lovely evening, relaxing with Mr. Raclette, Samuel Raclette, invited you back to his cabin and Raclette the cheese.
Yeah.
For a nightcap, and after a bit of discussion, he asked if you'd protect him, and basically you wanted more information, and he wasn't willing to give you it until you'd agreed to it. You parted friendly ways, went to bed, heard a bit of kerfuffle, and then you heard footsteps running past, and you heard heavier footsteps coming back from the front of the train. You went to investigate, and you saw the orc pilot Tomf trundling down the sleeper car, running into Samuel's compartment. You decided to follow him in, and then pretty much exactly what you said happened. You busted in, pretended you were detectives.
Again, there's that word again.
Because apparently our detectives solve whatever murder has happened, because he need it sign out before you get to the next station, because if there is a murder on the train, they've got opportunity to get off when the train stops at the next station. So this is where we start today. So actor Tom has kind of turned around in your direction, and as he kind of stepped forward, he said, "Can you solve it before we get to the next station?" sort of thing. What do you want to do? What do you want to know? The next stop is Rowett. So you've got about a day, because it's about a day and a half to Shan, the big city, and Rowett is the next stop.
Oh crap. Okay, so we will examine the body.
Okay, could I please have a medicine check and an investigation check? Gareth, while she's doing that, what do you want to do?
I'll have a look around this desk here.
Okay. Can you give me an investigation check as well? Let me just clear chat out as well, so we've got all the old stuff gone.
Yep.
If you keep on the chat window, anything that we do will pop up in that window.
We're not using our own dice. Are we using the dice?
I'm just wanting to try it.
Oh.
I know. Yep.
And then on what? Medicine?
Medicine, please. It's not your day today, is it?
I'm going to use normal dice from now on, but I just wanted to try it. You literally just click on it and then say normal or advantage and check. Yeah, like that. It's so good. We're not using these dice.
You're happy with these dice, are you?
No.
Shit.
20 on my dice. Fucking joking.
Try it. So, I mean, do what you will. Give us really shitty. Come on.
Yeah, they were terrible rolls. Let's get rid of all that evidence.
Physical.
Okie dokie. So, actor, it's tough to work out how long he's been dead. The body's pretty cold, but you don't have enough skill with medicine to work out just from that how long he's been dead. So you're not sure immediately after you left, sometime during the night. You're not sure. Remember, this is still quite middle of the night-ish.
Blaze only
It
really
was-
likes fresh meat, so if I get Blaze to eat him and then she doesn't like the meat, then that will determine that it's less than 12
Uh-huh.
hours old.
And remember, this is still before lights out, so it's not
Oh, yeah,
like
okay.
1 o'clock in the morning. It's probably like 11ish, half 11, something like
Okay. And what time did we leave him?
that. Probably about 10, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you don't know how long after you went, whether someone nipped straight in, whether they waited till thought you were
Well,
asleep. You don't know
I
what's
mean, to
happening.
be fair, with the dead body, if it's less than an hour, we're not going to know anyway, unless he's literally just.
Not with that roll, you're not.
But even so, literally, he's been dead about an hour max.
But also, he appears to have been stabbed, but you don't know any more than that.
Okay, where has he been stabbed?
Kind of in the back and the side, just under the ribs.
Behind him?
Yeah.
So, okay.
The window, Gareth, as you go over to investigate the desk, you notice there's a slight crack. It is open, is the window. That's potentially a sign of an exit. Going through his belongings, kind of businessman stuff. You find a briefcase, you find a change of clothes, his ticket, that kind of thing. Nothing particularly interesting.
Yeah. I think it was the orc in the cable car
The train.
with the lead pipe.
He said lead piping. I think it was suicide, definitely.
It's the worst
No
case
doubt
of
about it.
suicide I've ever seen.
What's it going to do?
Does the window open from the inside on the outside, or is it just from the inside?
It only opens from the inside.
And it's
And it's
this window here.
No, it's to the
No,
south
it's
there.
the other window.
Damn it.
Oh, to outside.
Yes, to outside.
Ooh.
And that
So
was
I accuse Blaze.
The door to the carriage was locked when Tom got to it.
Yeah, so either the killer's in this room now, or they escaped out of that window.
Indeed.
And who
Open
discovered
window
the
and have
body?
a look outside. Open the window and have a look outside. I don't know why, because it's moving, but you never know. Can you
Oh,
see
yeah.
anything in case?
Yeah,
in
can we
case
have a
they've
look to
caught-
see if there's any damage to the window or any... Is there such thing as fingerprints in this universe?
Wondering.
Do you have any means to detect fingerprints? And then would you be able to fingerprint the people?
They've got
Skip
fingers, I
ahead.
suppose.
So you slide the window open, stick your head outside, pitch black outside you. There's no lighting, there's nothing. All you can see kind of ahead of you is the lightning arcing off the front of the train from where the elemental's kind of powering it along. And from behind, all you can see is like there's several other cars and then the cargo car at the back kind of thing. Nothing that you can see untoward from here.
Nothing in the window ledge. Like they've not caught, nobody's caught themselves on like a snag of cloth or anything like
No
that.
cloth on the window ledge.
Okay.
Tom says, I'm going to have to get back to the driving train. The elemental seems to be getting a bit of it. And all of you suddenly feel a bit of a judder as the carriage feels a little unsteady. I need to get back. Roscoe will do anything you need doing. And he kind of gives a nod to little halfling, and then he starts making his way out towards the...
Suspicious.
So the little halfling is like the porter.
He was a porter, but if you remember, he was also the guy who was bringing all the food out for everyone, who was bussing all the plates. He was getting drinks orders. There only appears to be these two guys working on the train.
Okay. What's his name?
Roscoe.
Roscoe. When did you last see Mr. Ratchet alive?
I served him food and drinks while you were at the table, Mom.
And that was the last time that you saw him?
That was the last time I saw him alive.
Okay. Oh, you're adorable.
And the little velociraptor's just like nuzzling up to his leg.
Oh.
Is that full still? Stop.
Oh, is that his? That's his pet, isn't it? Okay. Who's this?
This is Footstool. This is my best friend.
Oh, Blaze, stay away from.
Yeah,
Just
Blaze
in
is like
case
proper,
yeah.
like fixated,
She's-
just staring right at it.
She's on the table, just looking straight at it. She's either gonna be scared of him or eat him. Okay.
I was in the kitchen, call Mom. I was getting rid of all of the plates and the dishes and putting the leftovers away for the night. I was just about to feed my little friend here when Vanuath, the elf, came and reported that Mr. Raclette was dead.
Okay. Mr. Who?
The dead guy, Mr. Raclette.
Yeah, said who
Found him.
Vanuath. Vanuath, the elf. So, what we'll do, if you give me a history roll, please, and a perception check from both of you.
His dice anymore.
What was that, the history or the perception?
Perception, because
No.
it'll be. Oh no, history. That'll be 4.
Or for history, okay.
So we will have all of them. 16 for my history
Oh, nice.
and my perception because I rolled really, really fast.
Yeah.
It's my perception. It's 12.
Do I have to do a perception as well?
Yes, please.
4. Fucking hell.
Wow.
My passive is 20 though. 12.
It's good 20, Jesus.
Yeah. My passive is 12.
Yeah, so
Can I go to
Your-
using the electronic dice back, please?
because both of you rolled quite low on your perceptions. You only actually remember 3 of the passengers that were in the car with you. You kind of remember that there was an elf in there. There was a couple of other guys. I think there was maybe like a gnome. There was a big sort of, it looked like a guy wearing armor as well. That's about as much as you remember from all the people that were in the train with you. You were still kind of quite excited by the fact of you've never been on anything like this before. It was all exciting for you. History-wise, what did you get, love? 17? You wrote
What?
for your history. It was
16.
16, sorry. 16, you can clearly remember the large, what looked like an armored person sat at one end of the table, one end of the car, sorry, at a table reading a book. There was an elf, you quite clearly remember, who was sat perusing the menu while you were eating, with all of her weapons kind of splayed out in front of the table. Some of them she was cleaning now and again, some of them she was sharpening, things like that. And you remember there was a fellow with kind of animalistic features, pointy ears, that kind of thing, but like a squidgy sort of bat-like nose sort of thing. You're not entirely sure who the other passengers were, you can't remember.
Okay.
So yeah, Roscoe says, is there anything else I could do? I suppose I should start cleaning this mess up.
I don't want you to touch anything.
Okay, Mom.
We need to still investigate this room. So can I have a key to this door? Is that possible?
The lock's broken, Mom. Tom had to smash it open.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. Okay, well say nothing to any of the other passengers for now.
Yes,
Keep it
Mom.
quiet and just let us investigate this room and we'll let you know when you can clear it up.
Okay then, Mom. What should I do for the rest of the night?
Keep your ears clear to the ground and listen for any conversations or suspicious behaviour.
I will. I tell you what I'll do. I will go past the other sleeping cars, Mom, and I will listen and see if I can hear any of the
Excellent.
other passengers talking. Roscoe.
Excellent, Roscoe. Because anybody who is still awake or acting suspicious, we want to know.
Okay, Bob.
I don't want you to be acting the hero, though, Roscoe.
No,
Don't say anything.
I'll be honest with you, Mom. I've had enough trouble in my life to know when I'm outclassed, and this was a much bigger fella than me. I don't think I'll be able to tackle him.
Okay, off you go, Roscoe.
And then Roscoe heads out.
And where will you be if we need you?
I'll be in the staff car at the front after I've done my rounds, Mom.
Excellent. Thank you, Roscoe.
And he also starts.
And as he's going, just send us an SMS if you find anything out.
Right. Anything else you'd like to do before you kind of have to, settle down for the night or whatever you want to do?
We need to search the room because he came to us saying that there was some kind of trouble. Let's search the room, and I'm specifically looking for anything that could say why he needed our help. Maybe letters or I know he's dead, but I mean, if there was a threat to his life, was it verbal? Was it by letter? Is there anything here that we can see that somebody would want to kill him?
You can give me another investigation check if you'd like, see if you can find anything further from because Gareth's already done one, but you can do another one if you want. See if you can get any better now that you've got the empty room to yourself.
15.
Oh, that's not too bad at all, actually. The briefcase appears. The locks are just normal, like combination locks for the briefcase kind of thing. They look like they've been tampered with.
Ah, okay. Can I open the briefcase?
You can try. You can give me a dexterity check. Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
No. Oh, is it locked?
It's locked.
It's
yeah.
locked. Sorry, that wasn't.
Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear. His locked briefcase with combination locks appears to have recently been they've tried to pry it open.
So we can tell it looks.
Someone has tried to tamper with it. Yes, but for whatever reason, they haven't taken it with them.
Is it fresh damage or damage that's?
That's a good question. Is it fresh?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Fresh marks.
That's a really good question.
Yeah. It could be him being pissed. How do we know?
History check, I guess. I think what skill would apply. Mind you, are you proficient with thieves' tools, Gareth?
I was just about to ask him that.
No.
I'll just
That
say
is a 20. Yes.
Hey.
That is a 20.
No, the damage does not look recent.
Is there any identifying marks on the briefcase, like his initials or anything?
It appears to be a cheap business briefcase.
Hey Gareth, this might not even be his briefcase.
So I'm thinking he might have nicked it.
Okay.
But if you want to try and crack
give
it,
a little bit of a shake.
Yeah.
To get the bomb inside to go off and blow up in our face.
Smells like Alma.
Tick, 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 tick. Your pocket watch is ticking awfully loudly, Gareth.
Nothing heavy.
So there's nothing heavy.
Nothing rattling around.
So yes, I will try and pick the lock because I've seen it done, and it can't be that hard.
It's a dexterity channel, please. You're just going to try and pick the lock. You can try and smash it open. What do you want to do?
Right now, I'm going to try dexterously pick the lock.
Dexterously.
If I have to set it on fire or use a crowbar,
you're going to hit yourself with
it. But then I'll have a go afterwards, and I'll do it persuasively.
Watch out, dexterity.
Yep.
What am I doing?
What have your dex bonuses? But you're not proficient, so you're not going to get a proficiency bonus on it.
That's only an 11. No, I can't quite get it. I can't quite get it. I've got an axe.
I mean, you could definitely just try and smash the thing open if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
You're
Smash
locked, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just going to smash it.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. Yeah, you get the edge of it.
Seen other people do it, and I'm like,
you get the edge of the axe, into like the lip of the case kind of thing, and just smash the entire thing open. The locks spring open completely.
Listen to Gareth. Oh, this lockpick's not working. As I've used like a thin piece of metal, and then I go, let me just try my other lockpick, and then I get my axe out.
Thieves' tools.
What the police call the big red key, which is the big thing that the barge doors down with.
Inside, personal identification and lots of documents and contracts for a Mr. Zuri Armstrong.
We were right. It's not his face.
And what are they contracts for?
Like weapons deals, incredibly rare, like magical items and things like that. Ziggy will have explained to you when you were waiting on the train platform that Eberron is a very low magic setting, basically. So, Gareth, potentially you're going to be an incredibly notable, powerful person. There's lots of low-level magic like lamps, and like people can cast the cantrip and stuff like that. Magic in itself is not super well found in Eberron. It's like a arcane mechanical kind of setting. So like they're using an elemental to power the train. They're not using magic to do it. Stuff like that. Like the orc, he's not magical, but he's like a shamany druid kind of thing. He can commune with the elemental to help control it, to steer it kind of thing. Magic in itself is not super well known throughout Eberron. So the fact that he's like dealing with magical items and things like that, that's a big deal. They're not, you don't just find magic shops. Bear that in mind.
No shopping episode, Paul.
No, there'll be shopping episodes, but you won't be like magic item, please.
There'll be a woman that comes down with a trolley asking if you want any duty-free magical items.
It's almost like I gave you a little dude as a shop into another dimension where you might be able to get magic items.
Well, actually, we can give him the paperwork, can't we? Can give him stuff. Can he carry stuff for us?
You can give it to him and he'll take it to his dimension, yeah?
Yeah.
You can't use him as like a bag of holding, though.
Okay.
He'll sell it.
Give him the body.
I was wrong away.
No, you can't get the body in there.
Oh.
You already asked if you could climb into it, remember? It's not big enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got this other guy's briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
That might be why he needed protection, because he'd stolen this guy's briefcase.
Hmm.
So we're gonna take the documents out of the briefcase.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold on to those, and I'm gonna close the briefcase and then try end the lock.
Just put it on your inventory, love, that you now have. You don't have to. You can write it down. I'm not bothered. You were the one who wants to use all the features.
Ooh. Oh, wait a minute.
So you
There's
can-
a big red. There's a big blob. Where's the big
What?
blob?
Yeah.
There was a big.
I don't know what you're on about.
There was a cross.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Joe?
There.
I don't know what you're looking at. Oh, that. Sorry. If you just said, where's the thing to add the new items, then I'd have said it's that little
Do I
plus.
see- what is it then? Equipment, loot, tool. What is it?
Tool. It's going to be loot.
Oh, loot.
There you go. Whack it in there. There you go. So you're just adding it to an inventory. So you've now got Mr. Zuri Armstrong's briefcase.
I'm gonna put documents from briefcase.
Might want to know the name in there at some point. You don't have to put.
Description.
Okay.
What's his name?
Zuri.
Documents found. Briefcase. Belonging to
Zuri.
Zuri
Armstrong. Okay.
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
You ain't got any money either.
Liz. Oh yeah, but you can add it.
Yeah, you can put your money on your.
Yeah,
purchase.
it's already been transferred with mine.
Oh, cool. I'm really glad that D&D Beyond import will work well. That's good,
Yeah.
is that? Well, I think if I say it properly, like any of the books out that you've bought on there, you can import into Foundry as well.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. I don't know how that would work.
Have a look after, but I know there's a way of doing all of these things. You can import pretty much anything you've bought on D&D Beyond into it.
Yeah.
Same with Roll20, like the converter just rips it all off and throws it into Foundry.
Oh, and you can just do that as well. You can just add.
Mm.
Cool.
So, right, anything else you want to do before you kind of have to kind of settle down for the rest of the night? Because unless you want to just go wake up all the passengers now, you're gonna have to wait till people are getting up in the morning.
You know what? I think we should wait until the morning and then we can talk to them during breakfast.
Yeah, in polite conversation.
Yeah, let's not just go barging on. I know we've only got like a day, but still, we'll get some sleep so that we're rested and
Yeah.
and then talk to them in the morning.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind walking up and down the corridor like the Ricky or whatever his name was. Roscoe is doing. Maybe go check in on him and see if he heard anything, because he was going to earwig at all the doors, wasn't he?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
before we go
let's
to bed.
have a quick chat with him, and then ask him if he knows who this Zuri Armstrong is.
Oh, yes.
See if he's on the train or if he knows anything about him.
Is there anything else of note in the room? No. Okay.
No tells in here.
And there's no stab wound. There's no other markings on his body.
Not with that medicine check, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll look at his hands for any defensive wounds or anything like that.
Nope.
No, can't see any, or I haven't noticed any with that.
Exactly, yeah. From what you can discern, he was stabbed kind of in the back. Doesn't look like there's any kind of defensive wounds or anything like that. There doesn't appear to be any other aggressive wounds or anything along those lines. There don't appear to be any other injuries.
As he's fallen down, is there a blood trail on the carpet?
No, he's kind of fallen where he's been stabbed.
He's fallen where he's been stabbed. Which direction is he facing? Is he facing the bed or the window or the door?
Do me an investigation roll. See out what's happened.
Oh,
Is that a no?
no.
Okay. What do you get?
5.
Okay. With a 5, it's tough to tell whether Tomf might have moved him when he came in.
To check the body.
To check the body, yeah. You're not sure whether he's kind of fallen on his back or on his front, on his side. The position that he's in doesn't look like he's naturally fallen that way. So potentially he's been bustled around when people have come in. There's been like 5 of you in here at one point.
That
so
is true. Okay.
it could have been moved from where he fell.
So we could ask Tom if he moved the body and where the body was, because I want to know if he was taken by surprise. If he was facing the door or something like that, then he must have let the person in. The door was locked from the inside, so quite possibly he knew his killer and he let them in.
Yeah,
that's my thinking.
It would have had to let someone in, because if the door was locked on the inside and this window's only accessible from the inside, then it would have had, whoever it is would have had to got in.
I don't know. There's
Killed
ways
him.
that you can make it. Let's just say it looks that way at the moment.
You're going to try and catch up with Tomf?
Yeah.
Or are you going to try and catch up with Roscoe? Which you want to do?
Where's Tomf? Is he at the head of the train?
Tom's at the helm.
So we'll go have a word with Tomf and just see if how exactly how we found the body when he burst through the door. I want to ask him a couple of questions.
Right, let's see if this works.
It's going to work.
You sound very confident. I like it.
Even Dad's laughing. He didn't even know what we were talking about.
I know. Right. So if I drag you guys onto here, and I make this the active scene, cross your fingers, everybody, and let's see how this works.
Look at that!
Here we go.
Wow. Yes. See? Told you. Ye of little faith.
What I do need to do is, hang on, change this.
Ooh,
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, don't fill himself up too much.
There we go.
Yeah, why would black and white?
Oh, that'll be dark.
Is that the dark vision
That'll be that
thing?
bloody dark vision thing. Yeah, let me change that.
It's because it's.
Yeah, if I configure you.
No, it's because it's noir.
It's going to be sepia. Oh, there we go.
If I configure you to have dark vision as like, your primary way of you can see in the dark, it changes all of your vision to dark vision. Yours should be normal, or is it normal?
Mine looks normal now.
Yeah. So start making your way from the train.
Okay.
So as you make your way through into the dining car, Roscoe's not back in there yet. Head your way through into the helm as you move your way into the pilot's room.
As you move it and then it does it afterwards.
You can hear like the crackling energy. You can hear the hum of the train, and as you get towards the pilot's area, you can see Tom kind of concentrating on the controls. While in the center of the room is a large blue crackling orb, kind of contained in some sort of arcane field. Gareth, as you get closer, you can quite intensely feel like the arcane kind of protection wards that have been put all around this. There's like 4 crystals floating around it. You can feel that there's part of an elemental stored inside this field.
I look at it and go, oh yeah, that's cute, isn't it? Yeah.
Tom kind of sat at the controls, sort of turned in your direction, goes, "Oh, have you had any joy with the investigation?"
I wanted to ask you a couple of questions, Tom, if that's possible.
Absolutely. Anywhere I could be of assistance. I want to keep my job.
Why did you kill him?
Whoa. Where's this come from?
It's okay. That was just a test. It was just a test.
Whips a gun out, shoots Gareth in the face. You'll never take me alive, Capper.
Awesome. Somewhere in the songs like right.
Shoots you both. End of campaign.
Okay. I know that you're busy here with the train, but when you burst into the room, can you remember exactly what you saw in front of you?
Why did he burst in the room, though?
Because it was told someone was dead.
Roscoe had let me know that Valnoath the elf had told him that someone had that Mr. Raclette had died in his cabin. She'd apparently come running to him, and then he came to tell me he couldn't get into the door.
How did the elf know if you had to burst the door down?
The elf is next on our list. He's not going to know.
Just a internal monologue externally.
Yeah, we'll definitely actually when we speak to everyone else in the morning, we'll speak to her tonight because she probably won't be asleep anyway. So yeah, sorry. What did you see when you burst the door down?
Well, as I kind of smashed the door open, I stumbled through and I tripped over Mr. Raclette's body and kind of impacted against a little desk in front of the window.
So what position was the body?
I don't know. I tripped over him.
So he was quite close to the door.
Mm.
And did you turn him over, or?
From what I remember, yeah. As I turned back around, I realised I'd stumbled over him as I fell into the room.
So you could have kicked him over.
And Roscoe was already in the room with his little pet thing with it. And then I turned him over. I thought maybe he'd collapsed, or I don't know, maybe he'd fallen out of bed. But that's when I realised he wasn't breathing. So, and then you came through the door.
So just out of game.
Yeah.
He turned him over. So it was the body face up or face down?
Face down.
So face down.
But he could have like rolled it as he came in. Remember that this guy's like nearly 7 foot tall, 300 pounds.
Yeah, no, I get that. But if he turned him over to see if he's breathing, why would he turn him face down?
No, it was face down, and then he turned him over.
Okay, so that's what I mean. So we've left him face up.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Didn't he just say that Roscoe was in the room when he went in?
No, he didn't. He said he came in afterwards.
Yeah, Roscoe followed him in, and then when he turned round, Roscoe had come into the room as well, and Raclette over, saw that he wasn't breathing, and that's when you came in.
So he's face down, and in the room as he is now, where is he facing?
So the base of the bed, if you remember the layout for it, it was kind of diagonally facing away from the bed with his head towards the window, I guess is the best description I could give it.
So but effectively his back was to the door and then he got stabbed and he fell down.
You're not sure
No,
because
but
how he's
that's
been
what it
disturbed.
looks like.
If that's how you want to intimate it, yes.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get into my head because I'm trying to get into my head that yes, he
I
could have kicked him
can't
over.
give you too much because
No.
you roll bad on your
It's
investigations.
fine, but I'm trying to. I don't know what it looks like now, so I'm trying to see what it looks like now,
Yeah.
so that I can try and figure out.
Hmm.
Even yes, he could have kicked him over, but I can have that. But at the minute now, it sounds like his back was to the door. He fell down, and as he burst in the room, he could have kicked him over, and then yeah, okay. Ugh, okay. This is making no sense. Okay. So,
Roll better.
yeah, I know. So let me just see, what else do we need to know? And the body was definitely dead when you saw him. I mean, as you tripped over him, you didn't hear any like or anything.
I didn't hear any noise.
Okay, he was definitely dead.
I only know basic first aid, and I felt his chest. There was no
Yeah.
movement or anything, and then, like I said, then you came in.
I'd say basic. Love, don't worry about it.
I know, like some
Just all
elves
right,
can hold the
basic.
breath for a long time and things.
That's a good point. Now, the dead body that is in the room, what would you like us to do with it? Do you want us to put it somewhere cool? Like, have you got a fridge? Or do you want us just to lay it in
we
the
can't put
bed?
it in the kitchen area. I mean, look, we can leave it in his room, and I can get Roscoe to board up the carriage for that particular room.
Just so no one else
leave
can
it
go
in
in
there.
it. Yeah, I maybe put him in the bed or so. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll just stop
Put
anyone
her in
else going
just-
into
yeah.
his carriage. It's fine.
I would say do that. We've investigated the room. I would say give your orders to board it up.
Okay. Is there anything else? We've got a couple of hours, I think, so 3 or 4 hours before the sun starts to come up, at least.
No, I'm gonna go talk to that elfie person who seemingly knew that he was dead, and then we'll go to bed, I think.
And as we're leaving, we're walking away, and I go, just so you know, Robin, don't leave the train, will you? Well, you might be needed for further investigation.
To the driver.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to stay on the train.
I'll just look at him and roll my eyes and just excellent.
You do that.
Yeah, so we'll go find the elf. Do we know where the elf is?
In one of the cars.
Oh, okay, we better go see Roscoe then. Oh,
Excuse me, Robin. Robin, do you know where the elf's gone?
Oh, where the elf is.
I'm the driver. I don't know anything about the passengers.
Okay, we'll go find Roscoe then.
Suspicious.
Be more suspicious if he did know. Hello, Roscoe.
So as you work your way back from the helm car into the kind of galley in the crew sleeping quarters, you find Roscoe just kind of putting away some tools and things. Obviously, he's been doing some maintenance or something as he was working his way, pretending to listen to the crew, the passengers.
What's the dinosaur called again?
The dinosaur.
Your dinosaur is there.
Footstool. It's on the chair.
James Footstool.
Yeah. Footstool, the Velociraptor.
Footstool.
And where's Blaze, by the way?
Blaze is eating the body, apparently. Blaze will say that she's with me. She's always with me.
And you do have permission to Blaze. You can just literally drag her out onto the map and stuff.
I forget all about Blaze, to be honest.
It's huge.
Yeah, I've not worked out. I changed the size of the token. So, yeah, kind of Footstool sat on the edge of one of the little benches. You can see that he's giving her like some little scraps of like meat and stuff, and she's like waiting it.
No. Roscoe.
Yes, lady.
Did you manage to hear anything or see anything? Or
I think most people are asleep. I went around and did a bit of cursory hammering, trying to make it look like I was fixing stuff. Nobody stirred, but I can't hear any talking. There's no commotion. From what I can tell, everyone's in bed.
I knew you were going to toilet.
Oh. Bullup.
What did you have for your dinner?
I mean, you all had some fancy food. So.
Open that window, mate.
Oh, there we go. I can change the sound. Oh, you bastard.
Okay. We kind of forgot. Tom reminded us that an elf came to get you.
Valnuath, I believe her name is.
Okay, so Val came to tell you that the thingy was dead. How...
No, Mom. No, Valnuath said that she heard some commotion in his room.
I thought that's what it was. We're in the room next door, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, did we hear anything?
You were both asleep.
We were.
You were just kind of sort of drifting off.
Okay. So, what room is Val in?
I believe she's in one of the last rooms in the sleeping car, Mom. I think it's the fourth on the left.
Where is?
Car. First class with him.
First what?
First class.
First
You're in
class.
first class. You got expensive tickets, remember?
No, we did. No, but where's the elves?
Everyone else is in like the lower steerage, whatever you want to call it, third class.
That's very interesting. Right. You couldn't take us to the elf's room, could you?
I could, Mum. Are you intending to wake people up?
I'm intending to wake the elf up, who will probably be awake anyway. Number one, elves only need 4 hours sleep. Number two, she found a dead body, or was worried about the person in that carriage. Was she not?
She said so, Mom.
So I think we just need to talk to her now. She's the only one that I'm going to ask questions of now. Everyone else we will wait until the morning.
Okay.
And as we're walking past, I'll cast Mage Hand and pick up one of the apples.
And as the apple kind of levitates up towards you, you see Ross going, "Oh, Master, that's very impressive. How are you doing that? It's some kind of like invisible device, some string. How are you doing that?"
You won't understand it. It's far beyond the likes of you.
I definitely don't understand it, Master.
Yeah,
it's
of course you don't.
Nonetheless.
Where I'm from, this is nothing.
It's the million parlor trick, boy. No, so we'll do. I'll move you. Whoop, and I move the right token. Oh, there we go. So Roscoe kind of finishes up putting like the food and stuff away, and he goes and puts footstool onto the edge of the counter. And he says, "You just stay here, footstool. I won't be too long." And he gives like a little as it's sat on the edge of the counter. And he puts like a little bowl of water out for it. And I'll move you. Where is it? There he is. Come on, let's make it work again. Let's hope it works properly.
Is this where you were hoping that I wouldn't want to speak to the elf right
Yes.
now?
Yes, because I've now got to put the elf on here as well.
So it's to speak to her now.
Hopefully. Please work.
So,
Yeah.
You in a corridor? You in a corridor?
Yay, we're in a
So
corridor.
you are now end sleeper car. These are all of the kind of basic, third class, whatever you want to call it. The normal tickets, basically. They're not stupid expensive ones that you guys have been given, and Mr. Raclette also had. Roscoe kind of stops outside the store and he goes, "This is, I believe this is Val Nuath's their birth, Mom. Sir, would you like me to try and wake her?"
Yes, please.
And he steps forward and he gives it like a really polite door. You don't hear anything.
I barge forward. Come here, I'll do it.
And as you do, you hear a bit of rummaging around, and then the door kind of slides open, and you see Valnoth. And she says,
Adam, Vera.
A radiant, dark-skinned elf, beautiful and beguiling. You can see in the room behind her, there's light elven armor set up on the chair, and she's currently wearing a faded red bodysuit. And you can see on all up her left arm, there's white tribal tattoos that are on the length all the way up it, and it goes potentially all up her body because you can see they run up the side of her face as well. And as she steps out, she looks at Acton, she looks her up and down, and she goes, "Aren't you a refreshing sight?"
May we come in for a moment?
And you see her take half a step back, and you see there's literally just a bed. There's the stool that's got her clothes on it, and there's a room for her bag. And she says, "If you can fit, you're more than welcome to try."
Oh, clearly there's not room for all of us. I'm going to try keep the volume at like quiet because we're in the thingy. I am very sorry for the disruption of this time of night, but I believe that you brought Roscoe's attention to Ratchet's room, that you believe that there was a disturbance.
Indeed, I heard some commotion in his carriage. I brought it to Roscoe's attention.
May I ask what you were doing up in that carriage?
Absolutely, I was returning from the galley. I'd had a light snack before I headed to bed.
And what do you think that the disturbance was? Why did you alert someone to it? What was disturbing about it?
Well, at the time of night, normally humans at least are getting ready to retire for the evening. I was still quite awake, and like I said, I'd gone for something to eat. On my way back, I heard a noise in the carriage. It didn't sound like Mr. Raclette was on his own.
Did you hear any voices?
I did not.
What makes you think he didn't just trip over something? Or
can you give me an insight check?
Mm-hmm.
How does she know it was Mr. Raclette in that room?
Are you just going to ask her?
Yeah.
Oh, 5. 5 points.
I'd seen Mr. Raclette retire into the carriage earlier on in the evening.
What time?
When we were coming back from dinner. I believe you were with him.
Oh, did we all leave the
You went
thing
for a
together,
nightcap in his
and then
room.
we went for a nightcap in his room, yeah, obviously.
And then it was only an hour later. No, it wouldn't have been, would it? No, it was later than that.
Wait a minute.
I'm just trying to piece the time together.
So, on the way out of the dining car, you saw all 3 of us going for the nightcap into Mr. Raclette's room. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And why were you still there?
I was making my way back to my own room, and I saw you go into his room.
Yeah.
And later on in the evening, I went for a snack.
Apologies. I thought you'd had the snack and then
it's a late night, my dear. I completely understand the confusion.
Yes, I do apologise.
I must say, I'm particularly fond of the dress.
It's your thing.
Treasure subject.
Several snacks. I thought, yeah. Anyway.
Gareth, can you give me a perception check and then an insight check?
Please roll better than I did. I can still
give you stuff. You just don't get the extra stuff. It's fine.
6.
Perception, yeah.
Perception +2, 8. What was the other one?
Insight.
Insight. Shit. That's a 10.
It's better than mine.
It's fine. The whole point is you're investigating the murder. If you get to the end of it and you haven't rolled well enough to work anything out, it was a pointless adventure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Gareth, every time she talks about the when you question her about what she saw and when she saw it kind of thing, It's almost like she's taking half a beat too long before she answers, like she's thinking about it before she says it. She's not instantly remembering it.
So I'll challenge her on that. And just say, seems like you're trying to piece together things to try and not to trip yourself up.
She casts like a really quick glance at Roscoe and sort of leans towards Actor, and she says, Gareth, you can't quite hear what she says. She like really conspiratorially is like, I was in his room. It's in Mr. Ricklett's room. I'd left before anything.
Okay. I understand. Or anything.
I left his room.
And he was
I
fine.
went for a snack, and then on the way back, I heard commotion.
Okay.
But I swear to you, I was not there.
What time did you leave his room when he was fit and healthy?
Roughly half an hour before Tom smashed the door on.
And okay.
What did you say?
It's lady chat, my friend. Personal things.
And
I'm sure you understand.
Gareth a look to say, I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you when we're out of it.
Roscoe says, I should really be getting back to Footstool Mall. Can I?
And
yes,
as they
Roscoe,
do
that's
that, I lean over to Roscoe and whisper in his ear.
What do
and
you
say-
whisper to him?
I just say, I'm pretending to whisper something. I'm not actually whispering anything.
In fact,
And then just so, oh yeah, you're right, sir.
Gareth, why don't you start walking with Roscoe?
Oh, you can't see it because that's up there.
Why
Okay,
don't you start walking?
all right. Come on,
Can you
Rupert.
see his? he
Come
did a
on,
little
Rupert, let's
speech.
go.
Can you see it screen, Paul?
Huh? Oh yeah, what did that say?
It's on the side in the chat box. Get the chat box up. He said it 3 times about. We're in a bloody comic now.
Anyway, so yeah, he heads
Okay,
off.
so he's going up. So as Gareth starts walking away, and I'll say, right. So what was the deal with you and Ricolette? What?
Mr. Cheese.
Yeah.
So yeah, she explains to you that after you guys had gone, she was going to get something to eat because she was still a bit hungry, kind of after the meal kind of thing. It was getting later on in the night, she saw Mr. Ricklett's door was a bit open, and as kind of she walked past, she glanced in. He caught her watching. They had a little bit of a chat and decided to hook up, basically.
Okay. What did you first see that he was doing?
He was drinking. He was sat drinking,
Okay.
which is
And
how you'd left him.
after whatever you did, and then you went to go get your snack after getting even more of an appetite. Shall we say?
Electrolytes, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. Stocks and shares, blah blah blah. Did you met him before?
No, she'd never seen him before.
Oh, a little rendezvous with a stranger on a train.
Well, she will explain that she's on the Orient Express
I'm not judging.
to get to Shan, which is the city of towers, which is the ultimate destination that you're going to head into as well, to meet the Tyrandal Keepers of the Past, a big deal for the elves in Eberron. They will determine which kind of patron ancestor has laid claim on her life that she will now kind of dedicate her life to following the teachings of, and the life on that kind of thing, because she's now come of age to become a living avatar of, you know, whoever this ancestor is. And it's quite common knowledge in Eberron, at least. You'll have never heard of it, kind of thing. But like, for example, if you didn't mention it to Roscoe or anything like that later on in the evening, he will, this is absolutely a thing that the elves do. It's well known that they'll go off on pilgrimages and do all this kind of thing. She most likely trying to get all this shit out of her system before she goes and dedicates her life to this ancestor and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Give me. It's going to be inside again. Give me actually no. I'll let you choose insight or perception. Because I can really live this. All of different locations that she's from when she's talking to.
Okay. Okay.
She kind of, after kind of describing a list to you and explaining things, she gives like a little half hand yawn as like a
Yeah. I think I apologize for waking you at this hour or disturbing you at this hour.
And I completely understand you'd want to follow up on any potential investigation.
found the body, yeah.
I didn't. Well,
Yeah.
I notified Roscoe of the noise.
Yes, sorry, yes, that's what I meant. And so if I can think of anything else to talk to, then maybe we'll see you at breakfast tomorrow.
We'll be here for at least another day or so.
Exactly. So I thank you and I apologize for disturbing you.
How was Mr. Reclect? Is he okay?
I don't know whether we should. What, Paul? Out of game. Do you think we should tell her that he's dead?
No, can I do a minor illusion of him?
You can't move though.
No, I can
It has
stand
to be
right at the side of me.
stationary, just
Behind me, and then I'll just move
just
sideways. I just want to see a reaction.
Whereabouts are you going to be stood?
Where I am now.
Whereabouts do you want to be stood when you do it?
Where I am,
Right
and
at the
then
end of the corridor. It's quite dark.
yeah,
So
which
the
is
night
good.
lights are on now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but-
So it'll appear like maybe he's just come through that end door, and then you kind of step in front of him to talk to him, kind of thing.
Yeah, so he'll be right behind me, so she can't see me cast it, but he'll be a figure that she can recognize, but I'll just move like very slightly to the side so she can just see his face.
Yeah. Okay.
Just want to see what she does.
Okay. She's kind of half in the doorway with Actor at the minute as well. Her vision's kind of obscured a little bit, so she'll kind of just about be able to see someone that you're talking to.
All right, then I'll shout, "Ah, Mr. Cheese!"
Yeah, because I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then
she
turn
kind of-
around.
So I'm trying to think of how am I going to answer that question? And then
Wait, Gareth,
he
shout,
suddenly-
Mr. Cheese!
Yeah, I mean, keep your voice down. It's night, but
You
I
see
say
it
no.
kind
I
of
say
like
it
just-
loud enough that the actor and her can hear me, so that at least they turn around to look in my direction.
I want to.
Okay, then Gareth, I want you to give me a perception roll with disadvantage because Actor's not looking at her when she sees it. She turns around as well. He said,
Perception.
"Yeah, with disadvantage. It is
2.
dark."
2. Yeah, 2. I'm gonna see out.
So you give me a perception roll as well if you hear anything.
Let's change my dice. Been shocking
Normal
today.
perception 12.
Gareth, you can't see her face. Actor, you
2
hear just
plus
a
2.
sense.
4.
Oh,
Not that it makes a
Actor, you hear
difference.
a very sharp intake of breath, but not like a kind of thing. Just a. That's it. By the time you turn back round,
Right.
she's like, he's okay, kind of thing, pointing down the hallway at him.
Yes, it would seem so.
Oh, that is a vast relief.
Yes, absolutely. As I'm kind of, oh right, okay. And then I figure out what's gone on. Okay. Yes. So everything. So you get a good night's sleep. And we will see you for breakfast in the morning.
She kind of takes half a step back, and yeah, she kind of gets the door kind of half slid closed. Then just as she's about to close it, you see her like look you up and down again just as she closes it and gives a little smile.
Keep it in your pants, Elfie. On the plus side, if we need any information, I've got a feeling I know how to get it though.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, I'm kind of, what on earth were you playing at?
And so I just wanted to see a reaction, just to see if she was shocked, surprised. Because if she killed him, then she's not gonna expect him to be there.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. Then
She'd
if
look-
she killed him, why would she have gone and got Roscoe?
Yeah, it's just a double bluff, innit? You know, it's.
Oh, okay, I'm with you.
I don't know.
Okay. Shall we go back to our cabin and get some sleep, and then we can talk to people in the morning?
Yeah. And I was wondering, I mean, to say that magic is a big thing here, I wouldn't have thought anyone would think it was an illusion.
No, it's not going to be.
With a second guess of going, oh, it's just a magic.
So next morning.
I'm going to shit a brick when I set this train on fire with my helicopter.
The Seawall Mountains can be seen curving away either down to the south or on the left side of the train. And you know that way off in the distance, there's just the very tips of what is described as the Howling Peaks, which you'll be reaching kind of by afternoon. Morning arrives, and you can hear people starting to move past your first class car going towards the dining car.
Oh, you hate it when they station the first class so that the normal people have to walk and wake you up to ungodly hours in the morning.
Are we out of the cattle class now?
And
Yeah, you'll be back in your. I'll move you back on your. I've got to scroll up.
Do I need sleep being a half elf?
You still need some sleep, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll move you into your room. Come on.
roll 20.
To a certain degree, yeah. I've added some extra stuff onto the Foundry stuff just because I can. But
Okay, so let's go to the restaurant car to get breakfast, but keep your eyes and ears open for any gossip or the way that people are reacting, and don't tell anyone that he's dead. Maybe if we see that elf and she wonders why she is.
I know, I just realised because I have my scroll wheel going, but I had your token selected.
Maybe if we see that elf and she wonders where Ricola is, then we just tell her that he's resting. He didn't want any breakfast.
He's having a big long sleep.
I'm trying to get him straight. Hang on. Oh, too far. Come on.
Stay sick.
Do it. Ah.
Unless that's
Oh, this is so hard to do.
There.
When you,
There.
do you know what? There must be an
That'll
easier
do.
way of doing this.
It's fine. I'm on the slant.
So you see you start making your way towards the dining.
Walk straight, Gareth, for God's sake. It's not even moving that fast. Look at the state you're all over the bloody place.
Can I just set up to that? Hey, there we go.
I'll have left some food in the room and left Blaze in the room.
Okay.
Rather than taking her to the restaurant car, because I don't think people will appreciate her in the restaurant car.
So as you make your way along the dining car,
We have a table.
yeah, you sit wherever you like. You're in first class. You're,
Are all these other people in first class?
no, these were all from the steerage bit.
Ugh.
Oh, do we have to dine with these peasants?
Because Roscoe will have explained to you that there were so few passengers on the train, it made no sense opening up the lower end dining car
I'm wondering if
and then serving you guys separately up here.
I'm wondering, Paul, if we should sit down at the bottom actually, with that 3-seater, because there's more people down there to earwig in.
So is there a discount on this train because we're having to
Just walk across the tables. Excuse me, it's pardon me, sorry, excuse me.
Stay away, just
Sorry, excuse me, sorry, pardon me. Oh dear.
So I purposely do it around the thing as well, and it just
I
takes
just went,
short.
nope. Just went, nope.
I noticed that with the train, when we're in the elemental,
Hmm.
because I went around the thing and it
Jesus.
just went whoop, straight through it.
Uh,
Okay, so we're going to sit down and we're going to order some breakfast.
okay. Yeah, Roscoe will come in and go out and take your orders and things like that. And then he
No,
brings over the food.
Roscoe, by the way, we're going to whisper. You can, I think the driver guy was talking about maybe sealing up. You know whose room?
Absolutely, Mum. You'll have noticed on your way out that he's already kind
He's
of
already-
put up like a
okay.
makeshift, barrier across the door.
I mean, that's not very subtle, is it? But okay.
Where is he?
He's in the room.
There
Roscoe.
you go.
Oh, there he is.
So demanding, aren't we? Sorry.
I know.
Well, if you're going to do it.
Yeah. Okay. It's going to be hard to kind of say nothing's happened to him, isn't it? If his room's all boarded up.
But we've not had anyone asking about him yet, Mum.
You might in a minute. Have you heard any chatter so far this morning? People have been sat down.
Nothing yet, Mum. At least nothing about Mr. Ricklet.
About anything else?
Oh, by the way, have you heard of possibly another passenger called Mr. whatever his name was?
Zuri Armstrong.
That's not a name I'm familiar with, Mum. Mr. Glamourblade, I've not really heard anything in detail. They seem to be just morning chit chat between most of them.
Is there access to the internet here so we can do a Google search?
The internet.
Yeah.
I believe we've got some hacking nets and things. I can bring you one of those.
It's okay.
Right. How do you want to play this, Gareth? Should we just tell them there's been
Just ding 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 ding.
I
There's
don't
been a murder.
the driver guy doesn't want telling anyone, does he? Is that the
Tom's just said he wants it solving.
he wants it solving? So
Because if it's one of whoever all these guys are, and he doesn't want them killing people on his train.
exactly. But you also don't want panic. So okay, so I'm going to, as we've ordered our breakfast, if I have a little look around at the different, try to be as subtle as I can. can I see anything? Did we hear anything as we were walking past? Does anyone look shifty?
They'll have all kind of glanced at you walking past because they all know that you two guys are the only ones in first class now. None of them look, angry. None of them look scared or shocked or anything like that. Just from as you're walking past, the smallest guy over on the right hand side is a dark-skinned little gnome. What's he doing?
Is that this guy?
All the way. No, that guy right over in the corner, which you kind of only just clock as you walk in. You can see he's got like jet black hair with cat-like ears, like a flat nose, but quite feline-looking features, like cat-like. Not like a tabaxi, but a human with cat-like features, basically. How do you want to play? You essentially just want to start interrogating people?
I don't really know. Does Roscoe know who all these people are? Can he give us the lowdown on that?
I've got the manifest, Mom.
That'll be fine. Could you just tell us who these people are and what rooms that they're in and how far away they are from?
They were all in the end.
They're all in the commoner's room.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were all in the same car.
Or whatever class.
The first class was just for you two and Mr. Raclette. You were the only people.
If we were on the Titanic, these guys would be fucked.
These are all in steerage.
Yeah.
So the little. What do you want to do? You just want to know who people are?
Give me the lowdown on everyone first. Let's go.
Then I'm thinking maybe if you can keep an eye out, like, just turn round and have a look at people, and then can I mimic Samuel Raclette's voice? Because I heard him speak.
Could you do that minor illusion again and make him appear at the end of the room? As if he's walked through the door and see if anyone reacts.
It can make a static image just standing there of him. It can't move.
And then
maybe like a whole.
If I make it here, so it's coming through the door.
Yeah.
And then do prestidigitation to mimic his voice. And say something like, Roscoe, I'll have my eggs in my room, thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just to see if anyone looks shocked.
You can't make noise with prestidigitation. You can, faint musical notes is as much as you can do with noise on it. You can't really have him speaking or anything.
I'll tell you what, though, I could say kind of loud, as Roscoe, I'm going to say, Roscoe, start walking away from me.
Oh, yeah, it's minor illusion that I can do sounds, isn't it?
So,
can you have up to 3 minor illusions, or is that?
No, I can only do 1.
Okay.
All right, so if I just do that then, if I just do the minor illusion for him, and then actor, or I can say, I don't know.
And that's what I'm thinking. Just hold on. If we have Roscoe walking away, and then I say to Roscoe, "Oh, by the way, Mr. Ricolette said, can he have his eggs in his room?" And then Gareth, you have a look and see if anyone reacts. You don't need his voice. It could be just, before I forget, we passed him and he said, could he have his breakfast in his room?
Yeah, I don't need to do the magic then.
No.
Okay.
And then, but you, because you're facing that way, you could have a look at everyone and see if anybody reacts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, Mum. I'll take them straight to his carriage.
Thank you, Roscoe.
He said he was dead hungry.
All right, stop it. He just wants eggs, no ham. Thank you very much.
Give me green eggs. Give me an investigation roll, Gareth, please. Investigation, please.
5.
Why are we rolling so crap?
Don't know.
If we have
5.
to fight in a rude.
No one jumps up, no one, spins round or spills the drink, or you say that. Says, Roscoe says that. He turns and walks out into the kitchen kind of galley car. Everyone carries on with the breakfast. How do you want to? Because obviously you're gonna have to interrogate him.
We are going to
How do you
start
want to? Yeah.
interrogating now.
How do you want to approach it? You can style it however you want, but you have to start going and asking people questions.
But I don't know if we want to. Do you know what? We'll go and ask some questions, but just kind of do it as
someone. I'm actor murder police.
As in, we say to them, there was a disturbance in
the falls.
We've questioned this woman here.
Yeah, there was a disturbance in the room that night, and we're just investigating it. That's it. We don't have to say that he's dead.
Okay.
In fact, if we don't, then we can
This
see
one.
what their reaction is, because the killer's going to know that he's dead.
Roscoe comes back and he says, anything else, Mom? And as he reaches over to take your plate, he slides a little piece of paper under your napkin, and then he takes your plate away.
I'm going to look at the piece of paper.
You notice that it's a very practiced gesture for him. That was very smooth. Okay. And then he walks out. And it's a little handwritten copy of all the names of the passengers.
Excellent.
With, like, so you know who's who kind of thing. So working down the list, the first one on the list is Dabbledob, who is a gnome mage rite. So
what's he?
The little guy over on the right, this dude here.
Okay.
So however you want to do it, if you want to go over to say, "Oh, can I sit with you?" or do you want to catch him on it? Whatever, however you do it, you get in a situation where you can question him. We'll just do that basically.
Because I don't really know.
Yeah, exactly. It's just going to get awkward.
Yeah.
So you can see that he is adorned in simple clothes. He's got a number of utility belts filled with little, Gareth, you notice little arcane trinkets and tools all around his waist and things like that. They look like incredibly detailed and kind of semi-magical versions of the Tinker's tools that you saw the guy making the little imp box that you've got. But these look incredibly advanced and like half magical that he's got. They're a lot more advanced than the tools that the Tinker guy was using. And Dabbledob, he seems quite amiable. He said, can I help you?
Yeah, so I'll walk past, then pretend to like the carriage is moving, and I go, whoa, and then fall down and sit.
Oh, careful there, fella. You want to sit yourself down?
Yeah, it was just must be a bump or something. Might hit something.
I was southern one, but it went a bit Australian.
I see you've got some trinkety magical thing there. Are you magical by any chance?
I'm a skilled locksmith, my friend. Do you have such a thing? Where you from? That's a bit blurry, that one. Come on.
Yeah, we certainly do have locksmiths. Yeah, but are you more in the locksmith as breaking and entering, or locksmith as in, oh, I've lost my keys?
Give me a charisma check, please.
Is a 15 plus 5.
Oh, nice. Dirty 20.
Very charisma.
You see he has like a cheeky bit of a smile on him. And he says, I picked up my skills in maybe a little more unfavorable circumstances, but they've served me quite well.
So you're a thief, basically.
And he kind of like rattles his like the tools he's got on his belt against like the table, trying to make a bit of a noise over what he's saying. He goes, "Be careful with your accusations, there, friend."
Just a bit of friendly banter. Just a bit of friendly
I'm a legitimate locksmith.
Yeah, okay. I believe you. Thousands wouldn't, but I believe you.
He looks up and down the car to see if anyone's looking in your direction. And then he kind of leans over like he's trying to pass you a glass because the water tankard on the table. And as he leans forward, he kind of says under his breath, your room's next to Raclette's car. Is that correct?
What do you know about that?
I noticed on my way to the dining car this morning that Mr. Raclette's door is broken. Wouldn't know anything about that, would you? I spied those locks on my way to evening luncheon last night. They were expensive locks. Someone big had to smash their way into that door.
Expensive locks that a lockpick could pick if they needed to, maybe.
He pours you the water and then sits back and he says, even a locksmith of my renown would have trouble getting into one of these expensive locks on the Orient Express. Nothing but the finest for kind folks such as yourself.
So not that good of a thief then.
Ask if he knew him.
Did you know Mr. Raclette at all?
I hadn't had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Raclette until yesterday when we all boarded the train.
Did you speak to him about anything, or did he approach you to ask you anything?
Only in passing. We were having drinks earlier on, and merely pleasantries were exchanged, and he went on his way. Can you give me an insight roll, Gareth?
14 plus or minus 1, 13.
No, 13's okay. You kind of have a bit of a chat with him, and he opens up enough to kind of admit that in his past he's dabbled in thievery, but he's not just a common pickpocket or anything like that. It was legitimately like picking locks and things like that. That's the kind of stuff that he was into doing. He was in a gang and all that kind of stuff. He wasn't violent or anything like that. He was the lock guy. And when he kind of got old enough to realize he couldn't live like this, he made a career of becoming a locksmith instead. But he's being a mage, right? He does have minor magical abilities, so he kind of uses that to amplify his tools and things like that. He's figured that like a few of the notes.
I say to him that I'm not accusing him of being a thief. It's just I have a cousin that is also very proficient with locksmith.
Well, he realised that before kind of resigning himself to a life of labour, he's on his way to Shan as well, and he figured a few of the nobles or fancy folk aboard this train wouldn't notice some jewellery go missing, but there's only been you guys on the train, and Raclette didn't have any jewellery.
Did you know that?
You get the impression he's not a killer.
Yeah. Okay.
Next on the list.
What about these two?
Where do you want to go? Let's go, because they're the two we're going to go to next. They're the Kalashtar, Hareth, and what's she called? Oh, sorry, that's Hareth. Hareth is the woman, and Halakosh is the man. They are essentially elves, but they are humanoid. It's like a weird mix. They are definitely.
Excuse me,
humans.
I'm half human.
Oh, yeah, it's different in Eberron. The races mix in different ways, but they're definitely humans. But they are like really like she's got sharp jawline. He's got softer features, but you can see they look quite monastic, but they're wearing very sharp black suits, both of them. She's got like stark white hair, like I say, really sharp jawline. You can see he's got a dark suit as well, shoulder length hair that you can see he's tied up in a really severe man bun. And they both clock you approaching before you get anywhere near them.
Good morning.
The woman immediately turns to you both, and the man gives you like a curt nod.
Maybe ask you a strange question.
Questions are rarely strange. I find the answers are generally more interesting.
That's a very good point. Did you know? Do you know Recollect? Who's
they
staying in first class?
you don't have to roll for this one. They both exchange a glance before they look back at you and they say, "How did you know Recollect?"
Well, we were. I'm sorry. May I sit?
And she gestures next to you. Next to her, sorry.
We are staying in the room next door to him, as I said, and we had a bit of commotion last night, and it turns out there was a bit of a to-do last night, quite a kerfuffle, I must admit. And I just wondered if you knew any gossip, really, or so I want to play it as kind of it's more gossip than anything else, and get a vibe for what they say.
Give me a persuasion roll, please.
Really?
Why?
Because every time I'm rolling, it's
You picked a game to play where you roll lots of dice and then complain you roll a die.
14. 14.
Straight 14. That's
Yeah.
fine. She will gesture at Halakosh and will reach inside his jacket. And he pulls out a card. And you can see on the card there is a symbol, this black card, and of a lantern, which Roscoe, if you'd have asked him about, the passengers at any point previously, these guys are basically CIA. They're the king's dark lanterns, so they have their own specific. Each kingdom has its own specific, police forces, all that kind of stuff. These are essentially the CIA for this region. And it shows you both the card, not surreptitiously or anything.
Yeah.
And then puts it back away, kind of thing. And he explains to you, they are aboard the Orient Express because an informant has told them one of the passengers threatened the sovereignty of King Boronel, and they're here to investigate that.
What you think
This
that
concerns
person
Mr.
was
Reclet.
Reclet?
How do you know Mr. Reclet?
We were staying in a room next to him, and there was a bit of a kerfuffle last night. That's how we know.
We saw you dine with him, and we saw you follow him to his room. And then after you left, he's dead.
Instigating here. I apologize. We went for a nightcap in his room, and then when we left, where he was completely fine, we went into our room, and then later on we heard we were sleeping, and then there was a kerfuffle because they were bursting into his room.
And then I turn around and say, I don't know what she's talking about. I've never met her before in my life. It was
okay.
Halakosh says to Gareth, would you mind sitting down, please?
No, I'm all right. I'm all right standing.
You look well, sus, Gareth. Sit your ass down. So we'll
sit
go
down like a petulant, 12-year-old with a huff.
It's not eating their bread.
We can tell. We can tell you. We are detectives, and we are investigating the kerfuffle that happened last night.
Harith asks to see your license.
I'm on holiday, so I don't have my license.
Give me a deception roll, please. Gareth can say it.
I'm going to say it's in my other jacket.
17.
That's not so bad. She looks a little dubious, but you can tell from her expression she doesn't at least show obvious doubt. She will reveal to you that when you left the cabin, they went in and had a look, and that was a messy murder. They found evidence that a mace had been used.
Wait, when we left, when?
When you left the room to go and talk to the elf.
Ah, okay. That's what I'm wondering, because apparently we've been in a couple of times, you see, so... Okay.
Can we ask them if they know this Mr. Zuri Armstrong?
Yes, do that.
They'll both exchange a glance again. Let's see what I can give you. He's the owner of Armstrong Industries, a massive conglomerate that supplied military equipment during the war. He is known for various dealings with criminal syndicates as well as royal paladins. He supplies everything to anyone, but it put him in a precarious position where everybody hates him. His reputation has kind of preceded him as being essentially an arms dealer.
So he's still alive. I asked them. So he's still alive.
As far as we're aware.
Mm.
What do you know?
I did. It was a name that Mr. Ricolette just happened to mention in passing. When I pressed the subject, he just brushed it off. So I was just curious.
So why are you on the train? If it wasn't to kill Ricolette.
That's a very interesting question. We're going
Have you
where we're
ever
going-
seen the TV show Quantum Leap?
It's
going-
not one they're familiar with.
We're heading to, and I'm going to say what Shah.
Yeah. Shan, the city of towers.
That's where we're heading to.
Okay.
Towers.
Because we were on the train to ensure Ricolette's smooth assassination.
Oh,
But we would have never made such a mess of it.
They're there to do what?
To
Well,
assassinate Ricolette. As far as they knew, he was the threat to the king, basically. They've been given a job to assassinate this guy, but they're professionals. They'd made a mess of it, essentially. And if they'd have done it, it would be entirely legal because the king had ordered them to do it. But they unfortunately...
So why don't they just say they did it?
Because they haven't. Someone's illegally killed him.
Yeah, well, tit for tat, innit? Come see, come sir.
who do you think did it then?
The end result is dead.
And she will say, until we just had this chat, we were going to interrogate you.
Oh, okay. Well, no need because it wasn't us.
They're quite upfront. They're
they are.
professional hitmen.
Oh, I'll tell you what. If we gonna go have a chat to everybody else on the train, if we find anything out, we'll let you know. How about
And
Down for
as Actar's talking, I'm going to do prestidigitation on his water to make it taste horrible,
that?
and then we get up.
Okay. Next
On
on the list
his-
is the guy right over on the bottom right hand corner.
that? This guy.
Bottom right hand corner.
Oh, I've got that. I'm just very presumptuously going to hit on him.
Oh, fancy. You can see.
Just
sorry.
backwards. Before I've left them, do you think I should tell these people that he's dead, or I've been kind of playing it that there was a bit of a kerfuffle and blah blah blah. Do you think I should tell these people that he's dead?
If it was another hit, then they won't give anything away because they already know he's dead.
Uh-huh.
What would you gain from panic? Is their question. They don't care. They've missed out on a job. They're not going to get paid now. They're just
No,
not
fair
happy
enough.
about
But
it.
do you think in order for us to catch the person that we should pretend that he's still alive, or
Do you think whoever killed him knows that you're looking for them?
I don't know, it depends how well we do with this, which we're not doing very well so far.
Just say our roles have been absolutely horrific.
Our rolls are not with us, mate. We are screwing this up like mega style.
He goes to take a drink of his water, but just before he drinks it, you see him smell it, and then he puts it back down.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, clearly these two don't give a shit. So we'll still play it. We'll play it as we're investigating the
So you will. The next on the list is just listed as Talon.
Talon.
Talon. quite lithe.
It's a cat person.
Yes, they're called shifters. So in the other settings that we've had, you've had weir creatures and like werewolves, lycanthropes, that kind of thing. In Eberron, shifters, there is no like full weir creatures. They're called weir touched because they can change aspects of themselves. So for example, this fella has cat-like ears, jet black hair, like a flat, almost feline nose, big feline eyes, looks very cat-like, but he's quite obviously still a human. They can't change shape.
So it's like
they
a
can change
human
aspects of
doing
themselves.
fancy dress. On
But it's their
Halloween.
actual body that
Is
changes.
their-
You can see he wears a thick leather vest, pale green like kilt kind of thing, high, thick-soled boots, and you can see a staff kind of rests in the little cubicle where he's sat.
Hello, sir.
And you see he looks up and immediately like sizes you both up. You see eyes like darting between you both. Yes.
How are you this morning?
Hungry, and who are you?
Oh, rather. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yes, it's. And how did you sleep last night?
Same as most nights, light.
Yeah, the train is quite comfortable though. I must admit.
I prefer being out in the open.
Okay. Although our sleep was broken last night by a rigmarole next to our room.
I heard the commotion,
Oh, you did?
and he kind of like points up at the big cat ears kind of thing.
What I mean, you're about 3 cars away, aren't you? You heard that?
I did.
That is impressive. And just as I do that, I then see.
Just slide
That is
away.
impressive. Well, we're kind of investigating, more like just being nosy kind of thing. What else did you hear?
I heard.
Or what did you hear?
I could hear commotion in his carriage,
Mm-hmm.
then silence, and the noise above the train.
Above the train. Interesting. What kind of noise?
Footsteps.
2 footsteps or 4 footsteps?
I heard 2.
You heard 2. So upright footsteps. That's quite impressive on a moving train, don't you think? They always say that when they do it in those moving play things. They always have the train thingy, and everyone goes, "It's impossible to walk on top of the train." But I found it. Quite a lot of people that can walk on top of the train. About what time was that?
I was asleep, but the commotion woke me from my slumber. I tend not to keep track of time with devices.
Okay.
Don't know what time it is.
Okay. That's very good.
I noted as I went past the cabin, it had the noise in it. The smell of the pointy-eared one was there too. The elf that you knew was in the room with him.
Oh, was there at some point, you mean?
Was she there with
This
him?
Yeah. I believe at one point or another she was there.
Give me persuasion roll. This actor.
Persuasion.
Yeah. Oh, you've been really nice. I'll let you have this one with advantage, love. You've ingratiated your way in.
We're getting nothing.
Yeah, you're getting nothing.
We're getting now. So let's try.
Let's move this along. Let's move this along.
18.
That's a bit better, isn't it?
Well, it was on the dice that I was going to roll, so the advantage won't give me nothing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, more than welcome. She will kind of give you a bit of information. He will give you a bit of information. He's on the Orient Express to go to Shan for the first time because as a wanderer, he's roamed the wilds for most of his life, but he wants to seek exploits in what was heard of the adventurers guilds that basically can get paid to go out and explore and hunt and all this kind of stuff. So if he can make a life of doing what he already knows how to do, That's where he wants to head for.
Absolutely.
And he said that Shan is like the big capital to head towards. The truth is that he'd been tracking Raklet through a place called Thrain to Staraliska, and he had the whiff of trouble about him. He figured he might be able to lead him to adventure just from the weird whiff that he was getting about Raklet. So he followed him to the train, bought a ticket at the station with what like meager funds he had, and got on. And then basically this has happened, and he doesn't know who's involved or what's happened, and his route to adventure has kind of stopped if he's dead. So he's just going to carry on getting to Shan and try and join one of the adventuring guilds. Yeah, he was right and wrong. It led him to adventure, but not what he wanted.
So sorry, he was following Raklet because what?
He got a whiff of trouble from the fella.
Ah, sorry.
And he thought, if someone's going to lead me to something interesting, it's going to be this
I'm
dodgy
with you.
bastard.
Yeah.
So I'm going to follow him.
Sense of smell of yours is amazing.
Again, points to like the giant feline nose.
Absolutely. Tell me something, friend, if I may. What does your wonderful nose tell you about that prick sat opposite you?
What they no.
Oh, Gareth.
Oh, Gareth. And he kind of looks him up and down, and he gives a little sniff, and he's kind of half smiles and says, young people think old people are fools, but the old people know it's the young that are foolish.
I like that. I might have to steal that from you, my friend. I like that.
You get the impression that he's more than likely killed people before, but if you push him on it, he's only ever described it in self-defense. He doesn't have any aggressive demeanor about him at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It doesn't appear to be at least what you'd expect of a murderer. There doesn't seem to be any ulterior stuff going on behind him. Any more questions, or do you want to move on?
We'll move on.
Okay.
I don't think
questions, Gareth.
I don't think he's got anything to do with it.
I think it is either.
Okay. Next up is what appears to be someone in a huge suit of armor over there. On the manifest, this person is described as Oaken Mace the Warforged.
You're just trampling on all the
Just walking up on the table.
Yeah, I'm gonna perch on the this one. Let's see.
It's like squat on the top of it.
Yeah.
So we'll do roughly the same thing. We'll kind of make up hello, good morning, and then just try to very clumsily, probably, question what he knows about Raklet.
Okay. So you can tell.
By the way, I use my walk. I'm a walk mad. No time's up.
The Warforged are essentially a suits of armors with souls. They were created for the last war as instruments of war, as soldiers, basically. They're just animated, massive suits of armor, which have had, spirit souls, what you want to call it, forcefully imbued into them to go and fight. And then when the last war ended, they were all set free and given their own, lives, basically. Tall, broad, warforged. Obviously, he's an ex-soldier. You can see there's pockmarked metal all over his surface. There's a dark green tunic that he wears over his body. There's a symbol on it that if you ask Roscoe to identify, it's the Reckonmark Academy, which is like a proper premier military institution, and he's still kind of wearing this. But you can see the tunic that he's wearing is a bit, bit beaten, bit old kind of thing, and it's more like he's trying to cover himself up than wear it as any kind of clothing sort of thing. And he turns in your direction and kind of looks up at you.
Good morning.
And I can't really put on a metallic voice, so I imagine he's got a horrible, weird metallic voice. And he says,
again.
He says that the morning has arrived. How good it is yet to be seen.
It's just not believable. I'm sorry. It's not believable. I turn to him and say, "Excuse me, Mister. I understand you're a Warforged or something. Have you ever heard of anyone called Isaac Asimov?"
The name is not familiar, but I don't know anyone sci-fi.
Oh.
What's your first line of programming?
To
What's the
serve my master.
first? Okay. Can you? Who is your master?
We have no masters now. We are all free.
Oh, they are running.
Essentially, yeah. From what he remembers, he once served in a place called Karnath, but the memories of the war are quite faded now. You know that the war was kind of 100-ish years ago at least when it ended now. They were stationed in Irontown as a guard until quite recently, but now they're heading towards Shan to participate in a Skyblade tournament before trying to take up some new work if there's anything available, you know, guarding, bouncing, that kind of thing. He's been told he has some skill in aerial jousting, so he wants to try and give it a go if there's some money to be had.
Why is he sitting here having breakfast?
You notice there's no food in front of him.
Okay, just a ritual thing because everyone else is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask him about the same thing I've been asking everybody kind of last night and for Colette.
He doesn't know him. He hasn't met him.
Okay.
Do you say what's happened to him or anything like that?
We say the same thing about a to do last night. There was a commotion. That's the word I'm after. A disturbance that was making quite a lot of racket, and we're just investigating that. Really.
Okay. You describe anything that was in Recollect's room, or are you just going to be like, you know, do you know him? Do you know anything about him? Or...
No, there was a commotion in the room. Does he know anything about, or has he met? Oh, you don't know. He hasn't met. He already said that. And we just, we're kind of investigating that, and the room looked a little turned over last night. So
okay. He wants to know if Mr. Recollect's okay.
He's still a little shocked. Hence the room is having breakfast in his room at the moment.
But conscious.
Yes.
Have you spoken to him?
I haven't really spoken to him this morning, just enough to check that he's okay, and that's about it.
Okay.
What? Why, may I ask?
Give me a persuasion roll.
$17.
Oh, hello. The only link that Oaken Mace has to his past and possibly his origin, and he kind of pulls his little tunic up and then lifts his arm, is you can see like an engraving, like a production stamp under his armpit. And being Mr. Raclette is involved in business and manufacture and things like that, he hoped that he would be able to identify it for him. He was hoping to get a moment alone to ask him.
Well, I think right now he's still a little shaken, so leaving him alone would be fine. Do you mind if I draw the pattern, and then if I see him later on, then maybe I could ask him, or I could ask someone else to show him it. And
do you have paper?
I think I've got parchment. Yeah, I've got parchment and
He'll see put his hand on the paper, and he'll hear like a sizzle, and he'll lift his hand away. There's like an engraving of it on it.
That's a neat little trick you've got there. And what does the symbol look like?
It's imagine like a Celtic cross kind of design. It's that sort of layout with like the intertwining circles, but with patterns knotted over each other.
Tell me if you would be so kind. Have you ever heard of Zuru Armstrong?
Zuri Armstrong.
Yeah.
He has, and he believes that Armstrong Industries used to have a very similar trademark.
Okay.
Oh,
I just
logo,
wondered.
whatever you want to call it.
Interesting. Gareth, any questions, Gareth?
Do you have any? Is there any way that you can be controlled from elsewhere? Are you remote controlled, or is there any access to your programming?
He kind of taps his like huge hand to his chest, like big metallic clanks, and he says, "My control is within, and only I have access."
Could somebody wipe your memory?
If I were to die,
Well, thank you very much for your time. And if I get any information about the symbol, I will let you know.
if you have any information you would appreciate it, he is, like he said, he has no links to his past, and he's forgotten a lot of things now.
Oh, that's
As you get up to kind of leave, he sort of half, does the semi-half stand up. And then,
oh, I like him. Let's not dismantle him.
Johnny Five is alive.
Should we go see the elf that we saw last night?
Yeah.
Right, Van Guru.
go on, you can remember.
Van Guru.
And to Vanua.
Vanuatu.
Hello, Vanuatu. Good morning.
And as you kind of step over, she gestures before you even get to the table and says, Lady Actor, if you'd
Oh, lady. I'm going to say it here.
Is it on her knee?
No. Opposite. It's like because it's the person. And how did you sleep?
Poorly.
I bet so did I actually. I was racking my brain last night thinking about what could have possibly happened to Mr. Colette.
Actor, can you give me an insight roll? And Gareth, can you give me something? Straight intelligence, I think.
That's not good. 2. Fucking hell.
Oh, dear. The sausages that you had are repeating like really badly on you. I'm finding it hard to concentrate. You're not used to all these weird, like super Cumberland Herbie sausages, man.
17.
17. You don't think that Raclette stole a briefcase if an arms dealer gets too well known and people will try and take him out? So you'd have multiple identities.
Oh,
So Raclette was the arms dealer.
He was Zurian Armstrong.
Ah, okay.
Raclette is Armstrong.
But his arm was not very strong. But he was trying for a pseudonym to try and get to Shan, is what you think.
Okay. And I got that from the robot today.
Uh,
All the conversations that have been pieced together.
Yeah, everything he pieced together, and the logo that he's got, he kind of thinks he knows something to do with it. And he's got all this documentation in his briefcase to do with Harry Armstrong, who runs Armstrong Industries. Why would he nick that? But the robot would want to talk to him if he wasn't at least somewhere connected to it, kind of thing. You're piecing everything together from what you've said.
Okay.
From what's been said, at least.
Okay. I'm going to tell Gareth that. Before we kind of walked over to the elf,
Okay.
then I will fill Gareth in on that.
Okay. So when you go to and you sit down, you see again, she's like eyeing you kind of up and down, and she sort of gestures at Gareth, and she says, "Do you not find it difficult to concentrate with such a creature?"
Yeah, she is annoying, yeah. The smell is unbearable. Continuously farting.
Oh,
I
jeez.
find the aroma intoxicating.
Thank you.
Cast prestidigitation of a really rotten egg.
That's not me. That's him. Nothing about.
and she will kind of lean forward onto like a, put a head on her hands kind of thing, looking at between you both and say, "Any progress?"
Hmm.
And then I look at her and go, yeah, we've got lots of... I think we're very, very close to finding out what happened now.
What do you think happened?
I'm
Yeah,
going to
Gareth,
tell
what
you.
do you think?
I'm not going to tell her that.
That's true. I wish we bloody did know though, because I ain't got a flaming clue. Okay. No, not really. We just everyone else seemed to be asleep, really.
So,
Gareth, give me an Arcana check, please.
+15 +3. Yes,
Oh.
18. Come on.
Um, there is very clearly a aura around Vanuath. And let me just find out. Oh. I think it's abjuration, but I just want to double check.
Didn't she have glyphs and stuff on her?
She did. There is
She did,
a
yeah.
very strong aura of illusion magic about her.
Yeah. So, I'll look at her and say, so, Mr. Zuri, I mean, Venuath.
And she kind of looks confused for a second. And she says, they Mr. Who?
No, sorry, it was just a slip of the tongue. Do you know anyone called Mr. Armstrong?
And she gives kind of a bit of a chuckle. Can you give me an investigation roll, please?
Eight.
Come on, Paige, hurry up a moment. Go. Right.
I think she's Mr. Armstrong.
Okay. What did you get? 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a fail. She kind of half-heartedly kind of laughs and says, "You seem very interested in this Armstrong fella. Is it linked to Roscoe to Reclate in some way?"
No, not really. No, it's just there's a gentleman sat behind me that really wants to meet him.
And she says, I care not for other people's involvements on this train, really. Why would they be of interest? I mean, especially to yourselves.
For the
After
bit
wait,
of
she's got.
parchment.
Oh yeah, she'll pass you the parchment.
Yeah. Just have you seen that by any chance anywhere?
With the logo on, yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't even look down at it. She says, "No."
And then I'm going to turn round, lean over to Mr. Warforge,
Hmm.
and then speak to him and say, You might want to have a word with this this woman here. She might know something.
And you see it kind of half tries to turn around, but he's too big to, get all the way around to turn around over the chair. And he says, "What have you discovered?"
Oh well, just walk around and just speak to this woman about your background and your history. I think she might be able to tell you something.
Right. Starts to get up and climb out of the chair, and you see her kind of. She looks resigned. She takes like a bit of a huff, and she like half gets up out of a chair, and she says, "I don't care for wars or Armstrong's involvements with them. I care for worship. Mortals will follow me. You pitiful wretches are normally so easy to manipulate, swayed, to venerate me. A little coaxing. Yes, I might have leaned into Raclette or Armstrong or whatever his name was a little heavily under this elven guise. But to be treated without care and to be dismissed, that I could not stand." And you see the illusion drop from around her.
Yeah, maybe she wasn't Armstrong. Abort.
I'll just move these guys out of the way. Yeah, well, this is what happens when you go to the toilet. The table starts to get turned over. You see the chair gets pushed out
Done
the
something
way.
wrong.
What did you do?
Run away!
Just as you see the whole illusion drops off of her, you see a massive humanoid muscular form with ripped off wings protruding from his back suddenly unfurl.
Oh, wow.
And he says, "To be treated without care and be dismissed, I could not stand, and for that the worthless worm was killed. His mortal life was shown to him with utmost clarity. And what would you do about it?"
Gareth, did you just solve this case just by being a prick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Pretty much. The Warforged kind of takes a couple of steps back, and you see massive blades just slide out of both of his hands, and he kind of stands but like ready. I'm not going to lie to you, love. If he fights, he's going to die straight away. So, and you immediately see him kind of look out of the window, and then start running in your direction. What are you going to do?
I'm going to look over at these two. What are these two doing?
Well, they look a bit shocked at the minute. You see them sit back against the seats. You see Holocaust, the fella, reach down underneath the table. Oaken Mace gets smashed out of the way as he runs past.
I'm going to scream over to them two, to Hareth and Kalosh, and say, "You wanted your murderer? There's your murderer."
Feel free, mate.
You know that they're not the police, right?
Oh no!
They
wanted to know who killed him.
They wanted to kill him.
They wanted to know who killed him.
Well, they know.
There you go. He killed him.
Escape.
Did, but it's not.
Oh, well, then you're off of it. What you're trying to
This is going in and out.
select you instead.
No, it's.
If you hover over anything, it'll still.
It was like.
I can't see from
The
it.
target.
Oh yeah, take the target thing. As he runs towards the back of the car, and you see like everyone kind of getting out of the way, pushing themselves against the wall. You see he just smashes the door open and plows straight through it and carries on running towards the back of the car.
Maybe follow him.
Where's Roscoe gone?
I had to move him out of the way, otherwise he'd have just died instantly.
He's under that table.
He's hiding under a table.
Double click and then it'll give
Yeah.
thing back.
I go over, I start running. I'm going to go, right, come on, let's go after him. And then I shout over at, what's his name? Callum. Come on, you wanted some adventure?
Yeah, come on, everyone, let's go.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone Everyone sort of looks at you guys as like, well, no, what the hell? You know what this thing is?
No, I don't know what it is. That's why we run after him.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Yeah, are you just going to run after him?
Mm-hmm. At a distance.
From a distance.
I kind of want to know where he's gone.
So as you keep running through, eventually we'll find he's kind of smashed his way through all of the cars until eventually where you see him stood there with a massive mace. And that's where we'll roll initiative, please.
Wait, I said.
Oh.
I actually said no.
Yeah, go on.
We just follow him to see where he goes.
Right, okay.
I didn't say we're getting into a fight with him.
No, that's. Oh, he's spinning around as well. Fuck off.
I'm spinning around, move out of my way.
I know you're failing me. Because you love me like this.
And I immediately am going to go through that door.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am now Succotash. Yay! Yeah. I run. Are we getting into a fight with this guy?
I think if we're getting a fight, it's pretty much game over.
That's what I pretty much think as well.
This is the boss fight.
We haven't got a choice, mate. This is the boss
You
fight.
could just not fight him and let him get away with killing the guy, and that's the end of this.
Okay, I'm gonna come into full cover.
Cool.
I'm guessing.
Roll initiative, please.
Oh yeah, we have to roll initiative. Do we? Which one am I going to use?
11.
This one.
Boy, putting it
Fucking hell! 2 plus 2, 4. I'm not using these again. This is shite.
What was that for?
Yeah.
Actor, you're up first, love.
Do we have an initiative screen on this?
Yeah, if you go to the second one where it says the little cross swords.
Oh yeah.
Gabriel, is that supposed to be the angel Gabriel?
Gabriel.
It's Gabrielle.
Gabriel.
Radiant.
Okay, so he's radiant. So I would hazard a guess. Necrotic would be bad for this geezer.
Okay, so could you just fill me in on the conversation? How you pissed him off?
I basically just questioned him and asked that Warforge guy to come and speak to him because
What happened before that, though?
I was assuming that it was he was Armstrong or Raclette.
Oh, the elf.
Yeah, because of
okay.
they had the glyphs, so it was kind of apparent that it was an illusion.
Because you're Arcana check. Okay, I understand.
And then he just seemed to get pissed off for some reason.
Okay.
It involved the Warforge. She was going to get him to come over and start questioning her as well.
So I think it's more that they don't want to be questioned. But why would Raclette maybe trying to do a deal with him?
So, why did you kill Raclette?
Okay, can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
There's no talking to this guy.
Both of us.
Hi.
Cool. So you're currently charmed.
Okay.
By him. So you can't attack him or target him with any harmful abilities or magical effects. And he has advantage on any ability checks to interact with you.
Yeah, gonna have to kill this guy then.
And what was the question?
Why did it kill with that?
And you see as he's kind of like hefting the mace in one hand. He says, I've already told you I couldn't be dismissed so easily. You must understand. Being such a creature of perfection as yourself.
You see, I'm getting such mixed messages now.
So it'd been summoned, essentially. Like a demon.
I'll tell you after.
I like the optimism of the being and after.
I didn't see your characters a bit alive, I can tell you.
Okay. How come?
What are you going to do?
Nothing, apparently.
He's not move. He'll do other stuff. You just can't attack him or target him with any harmful thing at the minute.
No, and then I'll stay here and I've just asked my question.
Yeah, okay. So at the end of each of your turns, you can repeat the saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of your turn. The saving throw again?
Do I still have an action?
Yeah, you can do anything you want. You just can't attack him.
I didn't know if I had an action.
No, so he's just charmed. So as far as you're concerned, he's a friendly person to you right now.
Okay. Well, no, he's not actually. Still isn't mind. I use my action to end my being charmed or frightened.
There you go.
Nice.
It's it, bad boy.
So yeah, you absolutely shake it off.
Shake it off, and that's it. I'm just gonna
It's a bonus action.
shake it up.
Shake it up. Ooh, ooh.
What can I do with
key
my
points?
actions,
That we
though?
can attack. The key
Yeah, but I
points.
can't
Things.
do there.
You can do your dodge. You can
Can't really do anything from there.
use dodge action as your bonus action. So then he's got disadvantage on any attacks against you.
I will use my dodge and do.
There we go.
Doing.
Hey.
Dodge.
What?
I will use dodge.
Yeah, we looked at your key points and what you can do with your key points.
Oh, 1 key point to take dodge action as a bonus action on your turn.
So now he's got disadvantage to attack you because you're dodging.
Ah,
Shifty,
okay,
backflippy business.
okay. That's what I will do then.
So anything to attack you until your next turn has now got disadvantage to attack you.
Disadvantage. Yeah, okay.
Right, it's his turn. Can you both give me Constitution saving throws, please?
Well,
16 plus 6. 22.
no, that's not my. 21.
21?
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, you like that, which means.
No, I meant wait a minute.
Don't you give me the wait a minute finger.
Wait.
So you both passed. So you will only take half.
It's off with the half.
As this massive cylinder of bright light appears in between both of you guys. And you see him just point the mace in your direction. And there's a massive flash. And you will take half of the 36 radiant damage. So you'll only take 18 each. As the massive explosion of holy light hits you both.
Just done the thing with my hit point.
Hey.
So happy.
But it doesn't show them underneath your token.
It doesn't. They've gone, haven't they?
Let me update it.
Did you see the little red number go up? Did you do? Yeah, you just added 53, you prick.
No, because.
Oh, he's got a max. One, he can't.
What was it? 18.
18, yeah.
How do you minus?
So now you type in minus. You just type in minus. You're giving yourself temporary. There we go. Now minus 18.
On the. Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, on the little number, like literally underneath, you can do it from there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, because you take half of the 36. That's what you said.
Yeah, so you need to add 18 back on them. Dilly Billy.
So plus 18. Sake. Is it a...
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
And then he's going to
I was
start.
going to say that was an awful lot of points.
Then he's going to start walking. Oh, I mean, it's 8d8. He could have done a lot worse.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Where's his movement? What's his movement? There it is. Gareth, can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please? It's your turn.
He's coming for a cuddle.
Is this a charm thing?
Oh, yeah, you can't be charmed. So, yeah, you immediately shake it off.
No, I can't be put to sleep. I have advantage on charmed.
There you go. So you got advantage on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, Paul. I would have just shut my mouth at that point.
Yeah, you should have done.
And that would be. Have a guess what number that is?
Is that a 1 by any chance?
No, it'll be a 20. Thank you very much. I like this dice.
So you are passed, and because you used your ability, you're both now immune to this aura of false divinity.
Take that.
Yeah. So it's your turn, Gareth.
But at least I don't have to use my move every single
There's-
time.
I had to turn off the sound thing for this because every time you start combat, it goes combat begin, and then as you pick each person, it goes it's your turn.
God.
Because I thought you'd get pissed off with it.
Do, 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 do.
I don't know if I can turn it back on for me. Have a look. Well, there's like music that you can have instead when it goes like do do do.
Did you hear that, Paul?
No.
Oh,
Oh, man.
he probably will when it's on his turn, and I'll send it to him. Let me hang on.
It came out of this speaker.
Yeah, hold on.
So.
Anyway, moving on.
Right. I will try. I will try Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Oh, okay.
So it's a dexterity saving throw.
X on the big guy.
Yeah.
I just realised I don't have any dice on. Oh dear.
Oh,
You can't blame me. That was on Angela's dice.
I'm
That was a natural 20. He got 24.
that is bullshit.
Need to work
That
out the
is
dice. You don't like me
bullshit.
rolling the electronic dice.
That
You don't like
is
me rolling real dice.
bullshit.
What can I do?
Can I do inspiration?
At least that
Yeah.
one. Well, I want an attack at least.
You got 14.
Yeah, let's use my inspiration. I want it to hit.
Oh, for his.
Stick with her, yeah.
So do you re-roll again?
Yeah, he's done it.
Yeah,
It's
you got 14.
Oh, okay. So that's good because that's a hit then,
Hey.
and that is 6d4 acid damage.
Oh, nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. hate these D4s. 16 acid damage.
Oh, nice. Boom.
And then it takes 2d4 acid damage at the start of each turn.
Nice.
Unless it uses its action to clean it off.
Right, have we got like a burning one? So there must be something. Yeah, okay.
So put my head round the corner and then sneeze in his direction.
Achoo! Okay. Anything
Yes.
else?
I will throw my shield at him
Nice.
as a bonus. 2. No.
Miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. And I need to do my wild surge check, which is fucking hell, that one low. No. I'm really worried about my wild surges now because I'm rolling really shit. I'm rolling really, really low. Right, that'll do me.
That's enough.
I will.
Hmm. Go to my team. Go on.
In 6. I will. My speed is.
You can get to him.
I can. I will run over to him
Yeah.
and I will attack him.
And you see as you like vault over the cable reels and things and start running at him, he like steadies himself and he's like a massive, like not like I'm haha, yeah, he's like he's really looking forward to this.
Oh.
It's a massacist.
I just wanted
But
to
not in
clever-
like an evil condescending way.
He's
Been cracking on here since he saw you.
Exactly. So it's about to get hot and sweaty. So it's just I just don't know.
Yeah, boy, let's do it. What's up?
I need to decide which dice to roll. Because they're all rolling really shit. And I really want to hit him.
Hey, Tim. Hey, Tim. Hey, Tim.
Oh. 17. I've been missing some stuff right.
All right, you hit him, but not hard enough to hurt him.
Second attack.
17 want enough to hit him.
So that's a miss.
The fuck?
Now I'm writing.
He's massive.
He's out of game. Out of game. These are essentially fallen angels.
Yeah, so they're big and they don't wear armor.
No, you can hit him, but it just means that it's not hitting him enough to hurt him. Like if someone hits you with your crazy AC, they've still hit you. It just means you've deflected it, or you've taken the hit and rolled with it, so it's not as much. That kind of thing.
As action, I'm going to disengage.
Hey, key point.
Oh shit! I've got no movement. No movement.
Oh, but you've got no movement. Yeah.
I've got 2 foot. Movement.
So you can move 2 foot away
I've
from him.
got no movement. Oh, it's pointless then.
You can dodge though. He's got disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Bonus. Yeah, I will spend a key point and dodge. Sorry. So yeah, I thought I would be clever and use disengage, but yeah, I will. That's still a key point, so that's fine.
Okay. We'll do that.
Let me just immediately. Wait a minute though. Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn,
Yeah.
I can spend a point. So that doesn't matter if I miss.
No, the attack
Oh,
action.
I've
yeah.
taken the attack action. Okay, so yeah,
That'd be
in that
really
case,
unfair.
then I didn't. I missed him. I will dodge.
Cool. So yeah, you've done the wham wham.
Yeah.
You do like backflip out the way. Right. He's going to take a couple of. What dice would you like me to use? Because I think I found the dice roller now. Do you want me to use these or yours?
So apparently, if I roll them, so if I roll them, they're shit.
Yeah, if you roll them, you get
Well, they're
20s.
So I'll roll your dice and you roll my dice. Rick. Roll that one. No, that was good. See?
12. That's a miss. Does it only get one attack? Actually, that's a very good point. Oh, no, it takes 2. That's good.
Shocker.
17. Out of Bonclough. Roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage for both.
I mean,
Is
it
it for
couldn't get lower than 2 unless it got 1
Is
on
it
the first
for
one.
both attack?
Yeah, it's full. Everything until the your next turn.
So my next turn.
And then this one is going to be disadvantaged as well because that was a natural 20. He did get 16, so that's 26. So he does hit you with 1 attack.
16, yeah, that
Yeah.
hits.
That was a natural 20 though, so luckily it was
Okay.
disadvantage. My love, that will be 10 bludgeoning damage and 18 radiant damage. So 28 total. As he just hits you with the mace and a massive blinding flash of radiant light explodes. And that's his turn. Gareth, back to you, mate.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, wait. How many d4s does he take for acid?
Oh shit! It's start of his turn as well.
He didn't.
2.
No, can I do it this way? Oh, he does work that way. Brilliant. Okay. Cool. So he takes another. I mean, it's better than no, isn't it? All right, Gareth.
Yeah. I will. Let's get right up in this guy's grill.
Me grizzle.
Can I get around the back of him?
Well,
And I've
so you've
got-
got advantage.
Yeah, and I'll do shocking grasp.
Nice.
Nice.
With advantage. That is a 10 plus 8, 18.
That is just enough.
Okay,
God for
that's
that.
advantage just in case. No, that's a 16. Okay, so that is 2d8 electricity.
Oh, love. I forgot to tell you, because each chapter's got an Agatha Christie quote. The beginning of this chapter is, very few of us are what we seem. Mm.
5 electricity damage.
5 shockingness. Right,
Yep. And I think I will have quickened that.
Yep.
I'll quicken that. So then I'll smack him with my sword. That's 8 plus 5. No, that's not enough.
No, I'm afraid not.
So miss. And then that's. Oh, I've got advantage, haven't I? Oops. It's 16 plus 5, 21.
That is a hit.
Okay. And we'll smack him for 1d8 plus 4, 2 plus 4 is 6
Oh.
plus
Oh.
plus 1d6 fire, so 3.
9 total.
Yep. fire damage if that does anything extra.
Does indeed. Does indeed. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
As a reaction to that, you see him like try and smash both of you out of the way. So you'll both get opportunity attacks as he runs towards this door.
Okay. So because of my Warcaster, I can, as a reaction, I can cast a spell, can't I? You have an advantage on Constitution saving throws that you make. Return your concentration on a spell. Blah 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 blah. You can use your cast a spell that is cast in time one action. Yes. So who goes for actor? Does actor go first?
Who's got the quickest, highest dex?
14.
17.
So yeah, actor gets to go first.
21.
Yeah, with advantage. Do you want to just check? Didn't get a crit.
I wasn't sure I forgot. No, I didn't get a crit, but I still hit.
No, you were flanking when he ran.
Ah,
So yeah, you
okay.
hit.
Yes, I hit.
And then Gareth goes off.
Is it? I'm guessing this guy's running away now, isn't he?
You see him try to run towards the big cargo door on the side.
Can I don't know whether to firebolt this guy.
If you did, then it'd be a disadvantage, but you're flanking, so it'd be straight roll, I guess. It'd be in melee, wouldn't it?
Well, not now because he's running away now.
Yeah, but that's your opportunity attack happens in melee. You don't happen after he's run away.
Can't I have a
as he leaves range?
Can't I have a delayed reaction?
You can wait till your next turn and hold an action if you want.
Is it not my go next anyway?
Pardon? It's
Is it
Actor's turn next. He's doing this as a reaction to you twatting him. So if you get opportunity attack, you're going to do it now.
I'll just do shocking grasp then.
Okay.
Makes it easier. 12 plus 8. Dirty 20.
Nice, definitely, yeah.
And then 2d8, 4, 7. 7 lightning.
Whee! You knocked him on his ass. Oh, I need to turn that off. That's so annoying. As he starts doing a run, I can lock it. There we go. Fuck for that.
I've targeted him for some reason. I don't know how to. Oh, that's okay.
Zoom out, which is annoying. Right, as he busts out of that door, and you see him as he gets out the door, he just smashes the door completely off of the sliders, and then you see he like pulls his arm up over his head, tries to hike himself up onto the roof of the train.
Oh, we're having a roof fight.
Actor's turn.
He's obviously dead now. Okay.
What does Actor want to do? Off. You're gonna jump onto roof at drone?
Yeah.
As you get onto the roof, Miles.
Oh, wow. There's some smoke action going on.
Is clouds because Actor's on the roof of the train.
Wow.
Is Gareth going to follow her up?
Yeah, I'll follow. Yeah, with and any disadvantage that I get because we're on the roof is nullified because of my boots. Because of my
That's fine.
spider.
I'll move you up. You're up there.
Wow.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
So you're on the roof of the train.
Be honest. I'm gonna die, but it'll be worth dying.
What do you want to do, love?
How much movement was it to get up onto the top of the train?
I'll say if you want to be in melee with him, you can, but if you don't, then that's where you're going to end up.
I'll get in melee with him,
Okay.
and I will try to attack.
Go for it. Okay. So many dice.
13, 4 of which is poison.
Oh, very nice.
Second attack.
Mash into his solar plexus, it like doubles over. Oh, go on, say it.
Natural!
Yeah.
What was your minimum? Was it like 35?
18.
I was 18
It's
minimum.
only 18,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Or maybe it was the
There's
staff.
3
I was looking.
sixes
That's 18.
plus 2 plus 3.
21.
So 21's my main.
I'll take 21 off. Yep.
Of which 8 of which is poison.
Nice. I'll say as you like first hit kind of doubles him over. Second, it like full on uppercut, just boom straight under the chin, like knocks his head all the way back. It like stumbles a few steps back.
Okay.
End you? I get to flurry of blows or stunning strike. Or I don't know. What are you gonna do with your key points and bonus action and all that bullshit?
Key point. Shit, no, I can't stun strike because that might throw him off the train, and that's what he wants.
No, he's against that big canister thing. That's stood next to the
okay.
canisters on the.
So if I pushed him into that, then it
It'll
might,
slam it,
it
wouldn't
might
it?
hurt. In that case, I will spend a key point
Mm.
and we'll try we'll try a stunning strike, which is only 1 attack, but we'll spend a key point and stunning strike him. So could he please succeed? He needs to succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
But you have to try and hit him first.
Yes, I do. What do I add to it?
Whatever you have to hit is
You got
with
massive hits
your
different with
it's your
everything. With my
unarmed
stat.
attack in it.
Oh no. 18.
That's just a hit. Yeah.
See, there is no
and then
try.
he
There
needs
is
to-
only do.
Con save.
Which is I won't worry about it because it's really fucking.
Got 19.
Yeah, that's fast.
But you
so
can keep spamming them.
keep what?
Spamming them whenever you hit him, can't you? You can just spend a key point, stun a strike, spend a key point, stun a strike,
yeah.
just keep trying it.
Um,
Anything else? I mean, you've done a fair bit.
um,
Timed hit him 3 times.
can I spend another key point on my go?
I don't know. Does it have to use a bonus action that you've just used?
Oh yes, I do.
Okay.
So no, I can't do anything.
Okie dokie.
Oh wait, I haven't
Nope.
used a bonus action yet.
Well, how did you just hit him that 3rd time then?
Because that was my stunning strike. That was flurry of blow. Oh no, that's stunning strike. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend a key point. Oh no, I shouldn't have even done that one
Oh, okay.
because it's not a bonus action.
Oh, it's like when you hit him with an
It's
attack.
when you hit them with an attack, you can spend a key point to attempt to stun
So what you're
strike.
saying is,
So I
if you
shouldn't
flurry of
have
blows
done
at it,
that.
and then roll, and that was an attack, that would have been the stunning strike. But your flurry of blows, you get 2 attacks, don't you?
You get 2 unarmed attacks. I can't stun and
Or does it
strike
have to
him.
be with a weapon?
No.
But you said when you hit him with an attack.
Immediately after you take an attack, I can make 2 unarmed attacks as a bonus action.
Yeah. Can you use unarmed attacks for stunning strike? then?
No. It says you can interfere with you hit another creature with a melee attack. So I use a melee attack instead of with a weapon.
Yeah.
I use a stunning strike instead of a weapon.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you could flurry of blows, so you get 2 extra attacks, don't you, when you do that?
Yeah.
And then you use a key point to make one of them.
I don't think you can.
Okay, well, either way, you used flurry of blows. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to hit him again. Or you just did your unarmed attack. Which one do you want to have done?
I just strike it off. I didn't do either.
Okay. Well, it's his turn. That's a miss. Dirty 20.
For me, yeah.
Yeah. That'll be. Oh wait. That's another 28 damage. 18 of which is radiant. Ooh, smashes
Shit.
into you again. He'll get another opportunity attack as he starts to climb up onto here.
I'll take that. That's a miss.
Oh, and that's his turn. Gareth.
Right. I will move around to here. Very skillfully because of my sticky boots.
Of course.
And then I will fireball the son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Huh?
No, I should have done a reaction. I forgot. He hurt me.
Oh, yeah, hellish
Doesn't
rebuke.
matter. Keep forgetting I've got.
So he needs to do a dex saving throw.
Dex for this guy is +4.
He needs a 12 or more.
Got 22.
Fucking hell.
Got 18 +4.
Right, so he takes half. Okay. Is 1, 2.
Okay.
That's not very good. That's 6, 12, 18,
Ooh.
22, 23, 26. So 13 fire damage.
Oh, nice. Massive fireball engulfs the.
And obviously, I do it like here or something, just behind him, so it don't get us in
Yeah.
it.
While I remember, Gareth, I've got a couple of little things that you can do. That I mean, they look okay. Like if you do, the Tasha's caustic brew, I can do that.
Oh yeah,
If
he needs
it
to
does
still
it.
do that, doesn't he?
He does. I'll have to roll for that. Where's the other one? Okay. So that's 2d4, right?
Yeah.
Better than nothing. Takes the fireball damage. Anything else from Gareth?
My bonus, I'm going to go for my trusty shield, which never misses.
Hey! Look at the screen.
Oh, wow. That's good.
20 something.
I like that.
If I can get this
Oh,
one
yeah,
right,
that's
I know
it.
you'll
That's the
got
caustic.
acid spray. Yeah, there's a few different ones. Some of them are okay. Just trying to work out how you do them is the annoying thing.
Have a play, have a practice,
Yeah.
and
There you go.
Right, so I need to do my shield, which is a.
throw a shield really badly.
I'm going to hit, obviously. The
Obviously.
+3.
Obs.
Oh, fucking hell. That was a 19 +3.
Oh.
So close to the bonus damage.
Are you doing that? Did you do your magic surge as well?
Shit, yeah.
Oh, that's what you were rolling.
God.
What do you want?
Biscuit.
Is 5 bludgeoning damage and 3 force damage.
Probably didn't.
Bang! Just clanks in the side of the face. Yeah. A large bruise kind of appears all up the side of his like chiseled cheek.
Like a cartoon where the bruise appears straight away.
Oh yeah. Fast metabolism, you know it is.
Mhm.
Is that you, Gareth? Actor?
Yep.
I will use I will use my wholeness of body
Oh,
to add some hit points because I am almost dead.
Susanna. There we go. Oh, very nice.
Still short.
Got some hit points back.
I will then spend a key point and
And climb up around the back of him.
climb up round the back of him. Can I?
Yeah, it's not too tall that you can't just climb up onto netting.
Crawled under his legs.
Oh,
I don't know because it's hard because it's up and above, so I don't know.
where do you are you still going to be melee with him?
Not really.
Well, then as you move away, yeah, I'll get you around the side, yeah.
Yeah.
So what, 5?
I mean, I'll go down there if you
5,
want.
10,
It's
15,
just
20, 25, 30. It's about 35 foot you've got so far.
yeah. So I'll kind of do that,
Yep.
and then I will spend a key point as my bonus action to use my dodge action,
Okay.
and that's my move.
All right. Then he will take a step towards you.
Mm.
Try and give you 2 bonks for disadvantage.
Look at you! You got straight up out, bounced up out of that chair, didn't you? Roll away. Roll away. Hit me, you arsehole. Go on, I dare you.
Yeah, that's 19.
Okay. I mean, I was joking, but
That's another 28 damage, love. And then the second one 27.
To hit.
Oh, yeah.
Inspiration.
Yeah, I don't think you've used yours, have you?
No.
Yeah, 5. So you got 15. That's a miss.
Because we've got 8 hit points.
Yeah, so first one just slams into your side. You like really take a big hit from it. As he goes for the second attack, you kind of do like a cartwheel so that as the swing goes, it like passes like just between like your arms as you're spinning around doing like the cartwheel. It swings straight across the top of your head. That's going to be his turn.
Excuse me.
You're going
Can
to
I
use your
my
reaction.
please?
Would you care to perform your reaction?
I would care to perform my reaction.
Is it a hellish rebuke by any chance?
It is a hellish rebuke because I'm pissed now because I've got like no hit points left.
And is it a dexterity saving throw?
Can't remember. This is a dexterity saving throw.
You got 11. You all right?
It's a fail.
Yay! Do some damage.
5 million.
2.
What?
3d10s.
I thought you only did 2 damage then.
That's shite. 18 damage. Fire damage.
18 fire
Yes.
damage.
Yeah.
So how many hit points you had left?
Do you want to see how many hit points I've got?
I can see on my screen.
He's
I'm
dead,
very
yes.
Just
Well,
suddenly
he's-
from that,
Hang on, where are we? Go on, Gareth.
and then just suddenly from that, just with all I've got left surges up, and you can see a light going up from my gut. It goes up and it travels down my arm, and just and it comes out of my hand, and this fire just comes out.
As your hellish rebuke just erupts from your palm and smashes into him, it knocks him backwards. You see him kind of fall over on his backside. His mace comes like tumbling out of his hand, and it collapses backwards, clearly unconscious.
Conscious, not dead.
He is essentially an angel. He's a fallen angel, but he's still an angel.
Wait, can I-
What do you want to do
Chop
with
his
the
head off.
unconscious angel?
An angel or a demon?
He's a fallen angel.
Chop his head off.
You can definitely try.
I don't know.
Do me a
You do with angels.
religion check, I guess. With an angel. With advantages, 2 of you there at least. I reckon it up you to. I'm working.
18.
When you were fighting with him, he was incredibly strong, but not like supernaturally strong. You can restrain the guy. You can tie him up, chain him up. You can,
Okay.
take his weapon off him. You notice that he didn't fight you without his weapon. He ran to the back of the train to get his weapon back.
Okay. So I'll take his weapon off him, and we will tie him up. Can we tie him to this rigging stuff that's up here?
Absolutely.
We just tie him up out here,
You
maybe.
can completely restrain him because now I get to show you him tied up. So.
Ooh. Oh, the tone of this game's changed.
So with him subdued and captured.
Does he have a white tiger by any chance?
I'm going to presume you go back down and climb in and yes, take your picture. I'll just send you it, love. It's fine.
So that's I've just found my new screensaver.
In the cargo car underneath, when you climb back in, if you have even a cursory look around, you'll find Vanuath's dead body, the elf that he took the place of. You can see that there's plenty of boxes and equipment and loads of paraphernalia and stuff where you find Vanuath's body stashed. at the back, just dumped under a load of crates. Tomf is more than happy to now pilot the Orient Express into Rote for the stop, where he'd already basically communicated ahead that they'd need, some containment, some way of getting this radiant idol off. So there'll be some like arcane guards, there's like a couple of warforged and stuff there, with like a huge cage with loads of runes and things around it. And he gets taken into the cage. So for the final hours of the journey, fairly non-eventful. The passengers generally keep to themselves now. Some of their own kind of personal agendas have been revealed to you guys. They all seem quite sheepish about what's actually happened. Roscoe continues plying you with food and drink when you've stopped at Rote Station, and Dabrielle is taken away. Very soon, you can make out in the distance the splendor of the City of Towers shine in the distance. And I do believe I at least gave you something for this.
Oh, let's call that big.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, love. I do apologize.
Why is that?
So
Nothing. You just got. I clicked on my icon and you got rid of my icon.
oh, sorry. As you head into Shan, and eventually the train comes to rest and all the passengers start getting off, you're free to go about. How do you part ways with anyone, if at all?
With Roscoe and whatnot, we kind of. Well, I would just say goodbye to everyone.
Okay.
Can we ask
Do you do anything?
Yeah, can we ask that? Can we ask Callum where this place is that he's going? Can we get directions to it?
Who? Ask which one?
Callum.
You mean the cat?
Yeah.
Who's Callum?
I don't know. I thought his name was Callum.
Are you talking about the cat?
The cat guy was Talon, like a claw.
Oh, Talon. Okay, makes more sense now.
Yeah. I was trying to think about this.
Talon?
Talon. Maybe describe
Yeah, that guy. He said.
Sorry.
He said he was going to that place that pays you money for doing stuff.
He's been told that there's like adventurers leagues and things like that. There's companies that will pay people to go out and discover stuff and investigate things. So he's basically going to go and try and work his way around Shan to find one of these places.
Oh, so he doesn't actually know where they are. He just knows of it.
Oh, he's never been to Shan before. No, none of these guys have.
All right.
Their first time to Shan.
All right, then we just wish him well.
Okay. So you arrive in the train station. Everyone starts getting off. Whoa,
Is that a long rest?
Yeah, you can have a long rest.
Press this.
Go on, do your long rest. Go on, do it.
Is it a new day? Recover limited use of earth per day. Take a long rest. On a long rest, you will recover hit points. Half your. What?
I don't know. I can't read that from here.
Take a long rest. On a long rest, you will recover hit points. Half your minimum hit dice. No, it doesn't.
I read that from here.
Oh, half your minimum hit dice. So when you get. I don't understand what that means.
Just press the button.
Resources, limited use item changes, and spell slots. Yeah, but I don't know what that means.
Okay. I don't heal you to full for some reason. Just do it again.
It did.
Oh, no, I can't see from you.
6 out of 8.
Well, there you go then. It's done the thing.
But half your maximum hit dice. I don't understand what that means. I don't know what that means.
I mean, it's something I can worry about later. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, sorry.
My
My initiative should be 2, not 3.
I think it depends
So
on
your
what
dex
it's
area?
set up for.
Oh no, my
your
dex
initiative is your initiative.
All my stuff I haven't put my dex.
Yeah, your initiative is your dex.
I've been adding 2.
This initiative is just a dexterity check. That's all it is.
I've been adding 2.
Not to worry. So yeah, as you start all kind of heading off on your way, You start wandering around the city itself, realizing that there's immense towers, there's innumerable towers that vault off into the sky. Some of them you can't even see the tops, they go off so high, and like the lower levels you can see go off down into the distance, like beyond even how far you can see down, crisscrossing. There's walkways and catways everywhere. You can see skyships, which you've probably never witnessed before, flying around, being levitated by air elementals and things like that, and arcane powers. As you are strolling across platforms and like balconies and like sky bridges, eventually you're getting later on into the evening now after you've been looking around. It starts raining quite heavily. Let me move you across onto the walkways one. As you are walking along, tons of water fall from the sky as you're traversing the labyrinthine walkways of Shan. The stone and wooden paths wind around and between all the towers and spires high above the ground, forming a complex like lattice work. It is very confusing. The rain's falling quite hard now, running off the higher walkways and balconies in drenching waves, like almost waterfalls, some of them, making it difficult to see much more than a few feet ahead of you in points. There's a distant glow of ever bright lanterns, barely visible in the soaking gloom. It's doing little to light the paths on this quite warm, wet evening. And as you're walking along, can I have perception checks, please?
Shite. Is it?
19.
I got a
perception.
5 plus 2 or passive.
We'll go passive, but luckily actor rolled actor rolled pretty high. Actor
Just on my Audible, I opened it by mistake, and look what book it's recommending.
Murder on the Orient Express. It's been listening.
It's raining.
Actor.
Yes.
It's raining, for God's sake. I do all these things.
It's raining.
Actor will notice
Screen. My game is made it rain.
on the bridge ahead, actor, if you pan up to the left, you'll notice a body lying on the sky bridge ahead.
Okay. Look at that. Look at the detail. Scroll right in, Paul.
And because you... That's not bad, actually. I've not scrolled
It's
that
not
far. It's not bad at all, is
Yeah.
it? Actor,
Yo.
you spot a figure in a dark cloak moving quietly through the rain on the sky bridge. It seemed to be avoiding dim pools of light cast by the ever-bright lanterns, preferring to stay in the shadows. Lightning flashes, and then you see the shape on the stone floor of the bridge of the brief illumination. The figure quickly reaches the railing of the sky bridge, slips over the barrier, and disappears into the darkness and the rain. And that's where we'll leave it for this week.
All I'm saying is, does it?
What?
Lightning flash, does it? Can't see any lightning. I can see rain. I can't see any
Look,
lightning.
I was going to add like sound effects and stuff, but I don't think you want them going off as well. You can have like rain and stuff going off in the background.
I mean, if you're gonna half-ass it, it's not bad for a first go. No, that's very impressive.
This tea better be fucking amazing. That's all I'm saying.
This is. I'm. Do you know what? For the first go on this Foundry thing, I'm very impressed.
It is very good.
I am. Do you think? Have you sorted out your thingy issues now? So will it be? Do you think it'll be easy every week for you to get on, or are we just gonna have to see?
I don't even know how I got on this time.
Yeah.
I just turned stuff off.
Well, the unsecure connection thing, I knew that was going to be a problem, but I didn't know Norton would try and block it. So I think it was Norton stopping you from getting on the unsecure website.
Yeah, possibly. Because I thought
the
I'd turned
Discord-
everything off before, but because normally when it says something about an unsecure website, normally it gives you an option just to say, just do it anyway.
Yeah. It's
But
like
it
I
didn't-
get that you want, that's fine, but
Yeah, but it didn't. It didn't give me that until I did some. Ooh, look at that! Unlimited power.
That's the only lightning they can do.
It's the closest I've got right now. I've got.
I can't do any effect.
If you've got any spells or we can try and get the effects for them. But yeah, I need to have a look at all that.
I'm impressed so far though.
Hold on.
Ew.
Blood spatter. If you have like dragons and stuff, you can do like fire cones and stuff like that. You can give it all.
See, why was that when I did my hellish rebuke? Thank you very much.
I had it. All right.
That would have looked so cool as my hellish rebuke coming out my arm. I don't
Coming
know.
out your ass.
Yeah, because that's what I saw on that Foundry thing on that when I was watching the YouTube video, and it showed a list of spells, and then when you click them, it does stuff like that stuff. Does the effects for them.
They'll all be modules. You'll have to find
Yeah.
which module it is. They're all just additional things that you can.
But there was also one for movement. So if when you move like that,
Yeah.
when you click and then when you drag, it adds it all up for you. So it has like a green, a green trail, and it says like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then if you go further, it turns it into like orange for your dash.
You'd have to find which module it is.
I don't
So
know.
there's hundreds.
It seems to be that it says something like, if there's ever any updates, then don't worry about it because you can guarantee after 1 week there'll be a module for it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Since I've put the D&D Beyond one in, there's already been an update to that, so I had to update that this morning. Oh yeah, Hellish Rebuke don't have any animation of it either. But yeah, there's if you can think of something that you want to try and do, there's probably a module out there that does it.
Yeah. Because I remember I was
But,
just
I mean,
looking at the YouTube videos, and it says like the 10 modules that you must have or something.
Yeah.
And then it lists all the 10.
What does this do? Okay, but what does it do? Oh, like ambient sound. Okay. Yeah, you can create like areas of ambient sound and stuff as well.
Because that's why we're looking at that other one. That what was it Dungeon Alchemist?
Oh, the Steam.
Yeah. Looking
Yeah,
at
that's
that looks really, really good. Just for it's saying like you can make maps in like 10 minutes because it's all procedurally generated.
Yeah. What you'd play it on is what I'm confused by though.
No, you just it's not 3D. This is the thing that confused me. Was you make the map in 3D, and then you save it as a JSON file, and then it turns it into a top down.
Yeah, because you can import a map as a JSON into this.
That's it. Yeah, so you make all your map and everything as a 3D map, But when
Yeah.
you import it to like Foundry or Roll20 or whatever it is, it imports the map as that file, and but you still have your lighting effects, you still have your your walls and all that kind of stuff. But it said it's just a very, very, very quick way of making maps.
Yeah.
Because you tell it what you want. You just say, I want a tavern. Tell it the size, and then it just adds stuff. And then you can just move stuff around.
That doesn't seem too bad. How does that work? Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, it does change it from day to night. Look at that. You can have a day and night cycle.
And with that, you can change the. It was showing stuff like you can put. Did it say you can? Oh, that might have been Foundry. You can put areas of like lightning or fog or like poison mist and stuff.
Oh, that's quite cool. I mean, you can add the region for it on this, but it don't give like the visual depiction of it. It's just as like a, I can draw an area and I go like, that's where the poison mist is.
Yeah. No, I think there's. I can't remember if it was the modules for Foundry or if it was on that Dungeon Alchemist. I can't remember. But you put an area of mist, like poison mist or something, and make it all green, and then it animates it as mist. Like moving around.
That's very convincing, fog. You too? Oh.
Wow.
It's immersion.
Fog, it's cold. I swear.
You don't want to swear.
Well, I better start making dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad it all worked out all right.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Oh, nice on.
It's just red. It's just black one. There should be another.
Yeah. I'm glad you finally got on, mate.
Yeah. I was worried that my laptop it wouldn't work on either, but luckily it was okay.